Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination.
It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. Right hand to Shakur. Meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, and there's a knockdown scored with the left hand.
Right now, we're going to give him his just due. Shout out to my brother, Just Due.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link. Word 'em up.
The truth gonna tell on your ass what you doing or what you're not doing every single time. You can lie, you can bullshit and all that, but when that bell ring, if you ain't put that work in, it's gonna show, bro. It's gonna show. Not to mention y'all in a sport that can cost you your life. Literally, you can die in this shit. So if that's the case, man, if you gonna do this, don't bullshit with it. If you don't really want it, say to yourself, keep it real with yourself. I really don't want this shit. I can't put the work in that it requires. Walk away. Ain't nobody mad at you. Go out there, you young enough, you go get educated, get a skill, do something, man. But don't play with this, man. People you can get killed in this shit, man.
What's good with the family, man? We back again with another week of boxing talk, man. We gonna get boxing is Just Do how we always do. Man, y'all already know, hit the like button. I don't know what side y'all on. Hit the like button, double tap the screen. We gonna get into it, man. We gonna talk about it. Had some fights over the weekend. You know, what's a boxing weekend without some type of controversy, right, man? And seem like people are on Monster Inoue helmet again about this hand wrap situation, man. We're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it. The Light Cat Sports, what's up with the box story? And my guy, Skills, was good with it, family. BJ in the building was good, my guy. JP was good, man. Karma Serene, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? How y'all feeling, man? We're going to talk about it, man. The Monster got another win, as usual, as expected, but he didn't get a knockout this trip, and you know, in this boxing game, when you're a knockout guy, you don't get a knockout. People start looking for reasons why you didn't get a knockout. And Monster was in there with a guy, what's his name, David Picasso, an undefeated guy, pretty scrappy, tough. He had some punching power of his own, right? He didn't lay down the first time he got hit, or the second time, or the third time, right? He was in there. He was in there to fight, and I don't really make a big deal out of him not getting a knockout. You're just not gonna knock everybody out. You know, some guys just ain't coming to be knocked out. And Picasso, you know, he proved to be one of those guys. But you know, the bigger story was before they even got in the ring, and there was a video out with Inoue getting his hands wrapped, and you know, it was some back and forth about how he was wrapping his hands. Now, look, this is something that's been going on for a while. I'm not gonna lie. I've been hearing about this hand wrap situation. It's got to be at least, I don't know, third time at least, where people making it an issue. Now, each time, nothing ever comes of it. It's just, you know, something that people kind of raise awareness to, and it just blow over. You know what I'm saying? Blow over. But listen, I keep hearing about the stacking of the gloves or the wraps, stacking of the wraps, and you can't do it. Saying the only place it's allowed is in Japan. Conveniently so, but I mean, look, it's something that they keep allowing this guy to do, and he's gonna keep doing it until something happens. If it's in fact something illegal that he's doing, then I mean, it need to be brought to the forefront. You get what I'm saying? I'm not one for narratives and putting jackets on people, but I just want to know what's really to the hand wraps, man. Like, is he doing something he's supposed to be doing, and he being allowed to do it, or is people like they always do, just making something out of nothing? Right? He didn't get a knockout. I'm not going to blame it all on some raps. Dude is a puncher. He's a small guy, man. He could crack. I think that's been proven, man. I don't think you could question the dude's punching power at this point, right, in his career. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody's not going to be the next knockout victim. Some people trying to win, too. You know what I mean? Think about what Picasso could have achieved had he won the fight. You get what I'm saying? He won the fight. He'd be playing with house money right now. His career changes. He instantly becomes the man, right? So I'm pretty sure he had that shit in mind, and he wasn't coming in there to just lay down. So that's what I got from the fight. It was a good fight. You know, Inoue was tested, but nothing he couldn't handle. I said it. Picasso just didn't have nothing special that jump off at you that would make you believe that he was going to win this fight. Most he was going to do was exactly what he did: fight hard and scrap, you know, but Monster is monster, bro. I just believe at this point, you got to be special. You got to have something really special about you to truly beat that dude. If not, you're just going to be another victim. Now, what kind of victim? It's up to you, right? At least Picasso didn't lay down and just become another bump in the road, right? He fought back, you know, hard. It was a good fight, but Monster was doing what he do, man. Always control the fight. He's always in control, dude. Very comfortable. Borderline arrogant, right? I like to say, but in a good way. He good and he know it. You get what I'm saying? He fight like it. Butcher was good with it, homie. Lee in the building was good. My guy Al Booger Mills. Rob, what it do, family? How y'all feeling? My dog Cal Cool. It was good, family. Old money swag, what it do, man? Yeah, prayers up. But Joshua knows that definitely lost out in that car crash. Crazy situation. Stephen Fulton put the hand wrap in blast. Yeah, that was one of the times. That was like the second time I've heard of it when it was with Cool Boy. That's a good point, Skills. It's definitely. So, yeah, man, this would be the third time. I forget which fight it was the first time I've ever heard this. It was years ago, but it's just something that comes up every now and again. 2 cents, what it do? And, I mean, again, somebody got to do something about it. We could argue about it online and we can be mad, but I think first things first is proving that he's something he really doing that's wrong. Fire frequency, what it do, man? We're going to play this little video, man, where they was in the locker room talking about it. And anyway, even talked about his fight, man. You know, there's some people questioning, is he as good as they say he is? Is he the pound for pound guy that they say he is? Listen, for little dudes, he definitely belong on the pound for pound list. I've always had my reservations about how high they have him up simply because of the competition level down there. That's to no fault of his own, but I think he definitely pound for pound talent for a little guy, man. But I don't think he generational talent, right? I don't think it's generational. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm by myself with that. I think he is really, really phenomenal. He's really good. I don't think generational. I think he's benefited from just being so much better than the guys that's down there where he fights at. And you know, that in and of itself, when you prove to be that much better than everybody you fighting, I mean, you one of them guys. But I just feel like it's one of them situations where higher weight classes we will really see, and I don't think we'll ever really get to find that out because of how small he started and where he's at now, right? But look, he's special. He's special, but I don't know if he's generational talent special, right? That's just me. You know what I'm saying? He said, yes, anyway, number one now above retire. They tripping. It's tough, man, because it's tough when you got a guy like Usyk, you know what I mean, dominating the bigger divisions, man. The two biggest divisions from cruiserweight to heavyweight, man, and still continue to be, you know, undefeated. He did all this shit, traveling to people's backyards at cruiserweight, beat up the who's at heavyweight, currently probably looking like he might end up in the ring with Wilder. Usyk is a special guy, man. But some people say the heavyweights don't go on there. But I don't know, man. Inoue is definitely a pound for pound talent, though. I believe, you know. I definitely believe that. But let's get to this video, man, where they was in the back.
Listen, it's very simple. Three strips of tape, gauze, and you finish with tape. That's it.
Finish this. Yes. This done. But this one now. No. This tape. This tape. He understood that. He understood. No. Now, when he explained to you like 5 minutes before, he explained to you that he understood that. Yeah, this we can ask from him.
That's kind of funny, bro. They wasn't going for that shit. Yeah, they wasn't going for that, y'all. They was like, nah, you put too much on. Listen, you stack it. You out here stacking. They wasn't going. Look, they like, look, you got to take some of that damn tape up off of there. Man, unwrap this whole damn hand, bro. Like, look, I don't know what to say about this stuff. Boxing just got to do better and make sure they doing crossing T's and dotting I's to protect the fighters. I feel like when you got that type of talent, man, you don't need unfair advantages. I'm not really big on the conspiracy stuff, but look, rules are rules, and it do look funny. Like, this is several times that this happened, and I truly need to know, what is it that y'all keep doing that every time y'all up at bat, it's like, you get what I'm saying? These fights, man, it's certain fights, it's like, here you go. But the hand wrap shit, and then y'all try to make it seem like everybody just being scared. Nah, people being careful, man. Ain't nobody else. People ain't being stupid. I remember when Cool Boy and his team brought it up, they tried to make it seem like he was just scared of the puncher power. Notice you ain't hearing that with Picasso. People damn near ready to say he cheated, right? I ain't gonna throw that on him, but I just play the video so people can see it. Look, that man unwrapped his whole hand pretty much after that. So if what he was doing wasn't wrong, why would he unwrap his hand? They clearly was doing something wrong, man. You get what I'm saying? I know I gotta find it again, man. Y'all gotta pardon me. I was off. I was a little off point. Shout out to my guy, man. Blunt Sports. What it do? Yeah, man. It's something going on, Scales. Shout out to Blunt, man. So yeah, he used to them hand. And that's what I believe. Ultimately, I think that's what needs to happen. That's what's wrong with boxing. How could it be banned everywhere except for Japan? So could you really blame him for doing what they normally allow him to do? That's the part I have, the problem I have with it. Because if you can gain any type of advantage in boxing, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it, man. You know what I mean? Rob, what it do, homie? I'm gonna find it frequent. Shout out to the Queen Lisa. No Nito Donaire. It was no Nito. It was no Nito. You're right. That fight, Cool Boy, and this one is 3 for sure that I know of, where they all had issues with the hand wraps. You know what I'm saying? That was I believe that was his team in the back. Yeah, they allowed to stack raps in Japan, nowhere else from what I hear. And that's crazy. And it's like it don't help that when they catch it, it's like I'm gonna find a longer video. Y'all just give me a second. We're gonna keep building. Hit the like button, sub to the channel. We got 40 people in the building. Hit that like, y'all. Let's keep rolling. We're gonna find it, man. The longer version. Fate was good with it. Said Nakatani forcing his weight move up, looking vulnerable is probably. Hey man, we're gonna talk about that too for sure. Hold on, I gotta see which one. I gotta make sure it's the video that I didn't have. Oh, this might have been a commission in the back telling me. Hold on, we're gonna make sure we're gonna get these videos up for y'all. Give me a second, family. Give me a second. Bear with your boy, Plat Boy in the building. There's something to this. I don't know. I just know that, like, I start to try to, once, I feel like people paranoid 2 times, maybe, maybe you just misinformed, but 3 times it's like, is everybody wrong or is it this guy and his team? You get what I'm saying? Doing some BS. But again, it's, they still accountable, but it's like they allow them to do it where they from and where they fight at a lot of times. So it's crazy. Shout out to Ad Money. Everybody in the building, hit the like button if y'all haven't, man. Let's keep rolling. Let me get these videos up. We're going to find out because it was definitely some hand wrap confusion going on. Look like the commission was explaining. We're going to go to as many videos as I could find, as many different angles. I feel like Inoue is skillful enough where he don't need this kind of advantage. But, I mean, again, how 3 times I start to do math. Like, bro, it's a consistency. And then in this particular video, y'all, he unwrapped the hands. He unwrapped it. Like, there's nothing you could, for me, when I see that, that's clearly you did something wrong and they caught it. And if they didn't catch it, you would have went ahead with your hand wrap. Y'all sitting there looking confused. It kind of make me mad because it's like, I know it's a language barrier gap type thing, but it's like, man, how much of it is y'all not understanding versus y'all blatantly just doing some shit versus, also taking into account that y'all allowed to do it where y'all at, right? But again, where y'all at, y'all got to know the rules everywhere you at. You get what I'm saying? So that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. We're going to see. We're going to see, though. We're going to see. Let me pull this up.
Listen, it's very simple. 3 strips of tape, gauze, and you finish with tape. That's it.
Okay, finish this. Yes. This done. But this one now, no. This tape. This tape. He understood that. He understood. No.
He said he understood. He understood. Yeah, he understood because he unwrapping his hands.
Yes, this you can ask from him.
That looked like it was the commission too. That looked like that was the commission too, right there on your helmet. He's 3 strips, just tape right here. He said, "No, he understood. He understood." Like, dude, I like Buddy what beat. He tried to like act like you needed to translate to him. He said, "Nah, bro know what I'm saying." Packing on that tape. Hey, Lisa, you hear him? He was like, "Nah." He know what we said. He know what I said. He understood. There ain't no way, bro. Don't try to sit here and try to act like you need translation, bro. You unwrap them damn hands. Anyway, started wrapping the hands by himself. He's like, let me get this up off. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no troubles. You get me? I don't want no troubles, man. I don't want no troubles. Man, Broly, what it do, family? Man, it said what happens if the opposition is to allow the same rap as Monster suddenly vulnerable and looks human, or does he persevere due to edge and skill? I think he still perseveres due to an edge and skill, but it's skills. It could also be something too when they bring up the hand rap shit. It's like, this ain't the first time they brought it up and you didn't knock somebody out either, though. You get what I'm saying? But it's been times that hasn't been said and you haven't gotten a knockout too. So my thing is, it's tough. It's a tough call, man. Ultimately, what I will say, though, just to be like responsible about it, shout out to my guy, TD Thomas. What's good, homie? Shout out to Emmanuel. What's good, man? 2 cents in the building. Broly, what up? This is what I will say, right? I'll just focus on this particular situation because this is the freshest one. This is the most recent. This is the one that people talking about, right? If he didn't do nothing wrong, they gave him a thorough explanation, and then he tried to act like they needed to translate it to him. And Buddy was like, "Nah, bro, like you know, yeah, I understand what I'm saying, like you." And then he unwrapped his whole hand, like that's the part that got me. You don't unwrap your hand, you just keep on. Because obviously, listen, this is the thing. I ain't trying to make too much out of it. I'm just talking about what I keep seeing popping up everywhere. I've seen people make issue about how somebody wrapped their hands and they haven't unwrapped the whole entire hand and done it over. I've seen that where they've been allowed to continue doing what they're doing, right? In this particular case, this wasn't the case. You get me? Bro said, bro.
Very simple. 3 strips of tape, gauze, and you finish with tape. That's it.
Finish this. Yes. This done. But this one now, no.
先ほど、
This tape.
はい、
This
ガー
tape.
ゼの後にこれが来て、これが来るんですけど、このテープはなし。それで
He understood that. He understood.
In the moment.
Yes, no. Now, when he explained to you like 5 minutes before, he explained to you that he understood that. Yeah, just take a task from him. 新しい先輩やります。大きくんかタクマ君。
Hey, nah, man. The more I listen to it, dude is saying like, bro, a couple minutes ago, basically it was explained to you. That's what I'm getting from this. You try to act like you didn't know, and you still went ahead and did it, and then he had to stop you again and tell you. And this is my thing. Maybe I'm overanalyzing, but oh well, man. It's boxing. You got 3 different people trying to explain to him the same shit. 2 of them speak the same exact language. You don't need nobody to over-explain to you what he just said. Notice now, Monster put his finger up when dude was explaining what he was explaining. Why would he need two more additional people trying to explain? Yeah, well, what he mean is the tape right here. You seen dude touching the glove? He's like, nah. Well, you just explained this a couple of minutes ago. You get me? So I just look. That's that arrogance I be talking about, man. That's that comfortability. That's when you used to having your way. That's just what it is, bro. I heard what I heard. You and your team blatantly ignored what he explained to you minutes before this, and he had to catch you again, stop you again, and then you had 2 additional people on top of the guy that looked like he part of the commission explaining to you not to wrap your hands that way. You get what I'm saying? While he was explaining it, Monster threw his finger up, right? Threw a finger up. You get what I'm saying? And that was an indication that he knew what he was talking about, right? So I don't think Muggs was good with it. I don't think you needed 3 people to explain that to you. Shout out to Mind Yours. What's good, fam? Elijah, what's good, fam? Got the Star One Network 24-hour boxing. He's probably got to have their own with equal owner. Hey, Mind Yours, people, you know what? The link. Oh shit, I didn't even put it in my thing, did I? Hold on, frequent. I got you, bro. I'm gonna put it in my community post. I'm gonna put the link in my community post. Yeah, so that's what I got from that, bro. I ain't try to overlook it or like overanalyze, but you basically ignored these people explaining to you not to wrap your hands that way, and it sounded like you did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if a guy would cheat the raps to PD just saying, yeah, cheating is cheating. It's terrible. I mean, I just didn't like the way it looked. And then it was a bit of a little uneasiness when they had to sit here and over explain to him what the guy just said after he threw a hand up. You get what I'm saying? Just threw a thumb up to you. You still trying to over explain. Yeah, well, what he mean is, he know what he mean. Monster, you know what he mean, G. Hold on, frequent. I'm about to put it in my community joint, bro. Gotcha, man. I was a little all point today, y'all. Pardon me. All right, man. There it go, frequent. It's in my community post, bro. But yeah, man, that's what I got. So frequent want to send me an even longer video. I seen one that might be longer, but I think that's really the gist of it, right? Am I missing anything? Is there anything else that is going to explain that we ain't going over? I mean, because that's really, that clip right there says a lot, you know? You get what I'm saying? Like, how many times somebody got to tell you not to do something? Like, they tell you not to do nothing, and then you do it over again. You know what I'm saying? You do it over again. You hear me? Hold on. You said you got it? Nah, wow, you dropped it in the joint? Did you click the link? I want to make sure it's a credibility, it's a slippery slope. So router was good. Bamberg versus Monster. I think it's a little ways away. You know what I mean? Shout out to Plat Boy. I think that's a little ways away. I ain't see you click the link. Yeah, I put my link in the community post, but yeah, man, that's what everybody talking about right there. He still won though, so you know, when you look at the fight, you see he clearly, it's a skill thing with him. Like, he can fight, man. He's very comfortable in there. Like I said, he's borderline arrogant. He definitely tiptoeing on that line. And I don't think he give a damn. It makes him who he is. He hard to beat, bro. You got to put it on, Monster, bro. You got to have something special about you. And it's crazy. That's how I know he's a really talented dude, because you get what I'm saying? There you go. What's good with it, my guy? You hearing it? That's you? Oh,
Yeah, that's me.
I got you. All right, bet. Okay. Let me see what this is right here. And rap drama. I got you. I appreciate you, my guy. Acting so crazy. What is this? Okay. Got you. I just paused it. I'm gonna pull this up. The joint that frequent just. Oh my God. Get that out of here. Okay, he said you can't do that here. Oh man, hold on, yeah, I got you. Give me a second, I got you right now. Man, they was on his ass, bro. They was on Inoue helmet, bro. You can't do that here. they wasn't having it. I got you right now. I hope they don't copyright me, man. This match won't be on that BS, but I got y'all. Give me a second. Be patient. Y'all hit the like button, man. Anyway, these people don't care about the rules. They are the rules. Right. He said, I understand. Anyway, said, huh? What happened? Anyway, had that look like, huh? What happened? Did you catch me? Is it over? The jig is up? He said, anyway, threw that finger up like, all right, man, I got you, man. I got you, bro. And then they try to re-explain it. He's like, bro, nah, he understood. That shit funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's pretty funny. Because dude knew it. He was like, nah. Try to pull it fast where he was going. Bro ass wasn't going. Appreciate you, frequent. I got you. I'll make sure I pull this one up for y'all. I got y'all right now. Tony was good with it. I mean, wrapping them too tight. Nah. Is he wrapping them? Nah, you wrap them tight as you want to, but even that could be a problem, like, because you could cut off the circulation to their fingers and shit like that. I think if you wrap too tight, but Nah, I think they stacking. They putting too much tape where they don't supposed to put it at. That's what it seemed like. Like, I ain't no damn rap specialist, but from listening to the clip, sound like he's putting extra tape where he shouldn't be putting it at, and dude caught on to it. But I'm gonna pull up the longer version for y'all right now. Shout out to my dog Freakin' for sending this to me, man. We gonna
That's the only tape on bare skin. You go with gauze, and then you finish with tape.
Gauze, tape, wrapping, tape.
Yeah, yeah. El colchón. Si lo van a poner y luego lo van. Yeah, that's okay. But it's not tape, gauze, tape, gauze, tape, gauze. You can't do that.
Gauze.
see. So they stack. Yo, bro explained it to him. So you telling me he sat here and explained it to him? They responded as if they knew exactly what he said and still did opposite of what they still did what he said that y'all can't do. Yeah.
Gauze, tape, wrapping, tape.
Yep. Yeah. Bien? You good?
That's crazy, yo. Boxing is a crazy sport. Tape bare skin first is the main. Right.
で、最後にテープでいいですよね。向こうの陣いつも赤い今確認して。
I ain't gonna lie, man. When you see this, they looking around like they up. So, yeah, they looking around like, no tape, no tape.
Now, all the way he wants to use the tape. But after this one, again he will use the tape. No.
Primero el colchón, ¿no?
Okay, after this one. Now he need to use this one. Okay? After tape. Yeah.
これも使いますよ、これも。
And he will use this after.
テープが
Again it's coming like gauze, tape, gauze, again tape.
ラッピングテープ。
No, so it's coming twice now. Only once. Now
just
gauze.
tokens or no?
Now gauze, tape. This gauze, this tape. Done. Finish.
これが次で、
あんまさんないでください。
Yeah.
これでさらにその後にテープ。
これで OK ですよね。OK。テープ。
No, mi muchacho, mi manager.
ちょっと呼んできます。
Para que el manager
Calm before this the calm before the storm.
¿A qué? Sí, porque así te vas a ver.
I'll do it up. Just do it first. Are you okay? Cameras in it? You okay?
We can use this after the tape. Now he can use this.
Well, you want them out?
Because after the tape, okay? Tape now.
だからこの後このテーピングして、でガーゼしてその後
Yes, after this. Yes, he's right. Yes.
それで OK です。
Okay, he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
This
Yeah.
one and then the tape.
Yes, he knows. Yeah.
呼んでもらっていいですか。
Please take off.
Shout out to Chris. Nah, it's not harmful to Naoya. It's harmful to the opponent. Basically, what he told him, he gave him instructions on what he can do and how he can wrap the tape. And he gave specific instructions. And it seems like with all of these different people explaining it to him, they would have got it right. And just the biggest thing for me, if nothing was wrong with what he did, why did you unwrap your whole hand just to do it all over again, right? You get what I'm saying? When they sat there, they're all watching. So it's like, you know what I mean? It seemed like Buddy still had an issue with it. BBO was good.
Una coordinación entre los dos. A ver, checa, dile cómo va a ser el vendaje porque ellos se confunden mucho con la explicación.
No. Es que dijeron que ¿dónde está? Hay uno que traduce español. Nada más era
sin doble capa, era solo una capa.
Sí, porque aquí hay doble capa. Espérate.
I'm saying the same thing now.
No, porque él la está haciendo con doble
Now
capa.
he
No,
uses
es que no sabe inglés.
after tape.
No.
Ayer
nos dijeron otra cosa.
baseball.
Yeah, I understood you. I understood you. Yeah.
Let me go for another person. Hold on. ¿Qué pasó?
Es que ayer quedamos que nada más iba a ser una sola capa de tape.
No
se puede doble.
solamente uno.
No personas. No. Espera, primero chécalo y luego ya vemos. Primero chécalo.
Like I told you and all the other people earlier
No,
today.
quédate aquí checando. Primero chécalo. Ok, yo me salgo. Quédate y no lo vendes a la vida hasta aquí.
No.
No se puede.
That's no good.
Ayer se quedó que nada más era una capa.
You understand because I told you earlier. It's 3 strips of tape. Listen, it's very simple. 3 strips of three strips of tape, gauze, and you finish with tape. That's it.
He understood that.
He explained. He understood. But again, he is using the
No, you can't do that here. You can't do
Ayer
that.
firmamos que no se
Yesterday, what the room meeting was. You need to check with the room meeting.
No, de hecho nada más nos dijeron que era una sola de venda. Si querían, podían poner nada más una base.
In the room meeting, they have confirmed this.
we talked. Yeah, you are also there, right?
Yeah, to me, that's clear as day. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, they got all of these people translating, like repeating the same information, and they still went ahead in front of all of these people and improperly, I'm gonna call it that, wrapped his hands to the point where Buddy clearly had a problem with it and told him, nah, you can't do that here. He said it's very simple. He understood me, like 3 strips. He said gauze, then you finish with tape or something like that. He said, so not more. You get what I'm saying? He just packing on the tape. And then we could see it because you could see how many times he went over his hands. He did it multiple times. So this is what he corrected him. So, I mean, obviously, if it's not allowed, it has to be illegal. I don't know how much of a big deal. I mean, it's always cool when they catch it. You get what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's something to be said. I just think boxing need to get on the same accord. And I think everybody need to have the same rules all across the board, where it's no exemption to this, because if everybody else don't allow it except for one place, that shit look red flag. It should look bad. And like I said, it's part of, they probably doing what they used to doing. So to a degree, it's their fault. And then it's like they only going with what they know, right? But they were given specific instructions on how to wrap the hands. They just chose to do what they wanted to do anyway. So that would have seemed like. Shout out to Southpaw Killer. What's good, fam? Y'all hit that like button, y'all. Let's keep rolling. Mugs, what's good?
You're also there. So the meeting with the.
No, ayer dijeron que solo una y una.
So there's a where is the guy the skinhead? So he was there to the. He said okay. So.
No, es que dile que no quieren ellos, pero que
he said they're okay to the everything finished. Also, Tim Picasso is said okay. The boss is fine.
Yeah, facts frequent. That's why I said he made a pair of baseball mitts. He wrapped this shit like a baseball glove or something, right? You know what I mean? He wrapped him all the way up. He gave him, you know what I mean, some damn bricks in his joint, bro. Like, I see why he told him to take some of that off. I see why.
Que ustedes dijeron que estaba bien, ¿no?
No. Anyway, I just thought he was saying.
He said, first goes, these goes, okay, goes. After using these goes, okay, and then putting this one on the top. Again, goes, okay, finish tape. Tape.
done.
He said,
No,
bro,
yes.
the last, the
This-
last,
Sí, nada más.
yes.
the last Jordan.
This done. But this one now,
Eso no.
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 そうこの先ほど、
This tape.
はい、
This
ガーゼの後にこれが来てこれが来るんですけど、このテープはなし。
消えますか？He understood that. He understood.
In the room meeting.
Yeah, no. Now when he explained to you like 5 minutes before,
Yeah.
he explained to you that one. He understood that.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, just you can ask for him.
新しい円盤やります。じゃあ新しい円盤やりましょう。
So anyways,
Do
let
not
me
bind.
clear with you.
Okay, just
Okay,
okay.
it's a
This one.
Okay.
Gaze.
This one.
Gaze.
Down. And then after this,
そうで
finish
す。
with this.
はい。
And
それ
then
で
last.
最後にテーピング。
This. Okay.
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna just give y'all my thoughts, man. Shout out to the homie Damon. What's good, homie? I don't see why he gets more knockouts in Japan. They still trying to explain. Hey, Lisa, you took the words right out of my mouth. Hey, Lisa, I was just about to say this. The fact that y'all still trying to explain very simple instructions. He even repeated it again and say, yo, it's very simple. And y'all still over here trying to explain it like y'all don't know what he said. Doesn't look good. That's all. You don't look good. Your fighter look funny, and I get it. But this shit ain't Japan. You know where you at, bro. Read the room, as they like to say, right? You know what I mean? Know the rules where you at. You're not in Japan. You know what I'm saying? And then you had the nerve to come out here and not get a knockout neither. Telling you that makes it not look good. Telling you. So look, I'm not gonna go rewind the clock too far. I'm not gonna try to harp on nothing else. I'm just gonna solely focus on this situation here. This is the third time I've heard it from me. It just is not. It looked crazy. The fact that y'all needed this much explanation for something so simple, and I don't even think it was a matter of a language barrier as much. It was y'all just choosing to kind of ignore what he just said, because he just said it. He got a little frustrated. Like 5 minutes ago, I just explained it. Like he explained it, he knew, and then it's like now y'all gonna try to act like y'all don't know again, and then you need me to keep re-explaining it. And ultimately, like I said, if nothing was done wrong, then why do you unwrap the hands to begin with? And McQueen was good, my guy.
Chilling, man. I had to come up here real quick and play Monsters Advocate.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna say this. With the hand wrap situation, I think it's more arrogance than it is a crutch or some sort of advantage that he's looking to gain. Because we got another guy in the very same camp, his brother Takuma, and this dude got like 6 knockouts and damn near 30 fights. So either you're punching or you're not punching. So I don't think the hand wraps are that big of a deal to where, he's creating this iron cast and this is giving him this big advantage. No, clearly this little dude is punching people out their shoes and socks.
Yeah.
And then the other thing too is I'm in full agreement with you. It's got to be across the board, universal, because the same way they stack their hands, they stack the wraps in Japan, they do the same thing in Vegas.
Right. All right.
But you can't do it in this place. But you can do it over here. So Japan is not the only place.
No. See,
And then we've also seen this dude fought
in Vegas.
Yeah, and in Nevada. In Nevada, you can stack your wraps like that. They say that's why certain people fought in certain places, because then now you can basically protect your hands better. You have brittle hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think that's the real issue too, man. Making sure that everybody's in lock and step with the same rules, so there's no confusion nowhere, right? So they don't even have that leg to stand on, but they do kind of to say, man, well, it's allowed here. But then they, ultimately gonna say that's not where you at. So that's why I said that, and I'm with you. That's
I'm completely on board with you, bro. It gotta be uniform. It's like either we can or we can't. Like it can't be you can do this over here, you can't do this over there. Even with the scoring situation, we always talk about the robberies and things of that sort. But then you got places in Texas where they had open scoring, but they don't have that in this place. So it's just boxing needs to get it together. But I don't think that boxing is going to get it together because too many people benefit for things not being uniform. You know what I mean? So it's a very tricky thing. But once again, there's several other instances of this dude fighting outside of Japan and getting knockouts. Like when he fought Emmanuel Rodriguez, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if my man L-Dub is in here, he could correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, that was in like Carson, California. They don't stack their hand wraps out there. And he beat Earth, Wind, and Fire out of Emmanuel Rodriguez to get the IBF championship. Cardenas, that wasn't out there in Japan. He got dropped in that fight, got up and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah,
so
he did. It's true.
It's like that little dude is just punching. But I do believe this, just based on the accounts of several other people that have had dealings with him. Like, remember that situation with I think it was with Cool Boy with the testing. With the testing. Not just with the hand wraps, but with the testing. Sean Zartel was saying that he was like super duper arrogant about the situation. Like, bro, we don't give a damn who you are. Now, he still went through with the testing. He didn't deny it, but it was his attitude towards it. And I think that's what it is here. Like, how dare you tell me I can't wrap my hands like this? You know who the hell I am? I'm pound for pound this. I'm undisputed. We don't give a damn about that. Know where you at, bro. Undisputed or no undisputed, pound for pound or no pound for pound, you can't wrap your hands here the same way you can here or there. Just adhere to the law of the land.
Right.
But that little dude is still punching. Like, all them little guys from Japan, they not punching like how he punching. Because if it was just that simple, like, yo, you could stack your hands and do whatever else, everybody would be just smoking shit. But they not.
Right. No, that's a good point.
So there's nuance to me.
Yeah, so that's why I say it's all about, just making it make sense and not overblowing it. For me, like, they clearly have been allowed to do this for so long and had it their way. So that's where that arrogance come in at. And I mean, I don't think it's the end all be all to advantage, but I'll say it's just not the best look when you know how much that had to be explained, something so simple, and then you had the nerve to go out there and don't get a knockout. That's gonna get a conspiracy people even more something to talk about. Right? They're gonna run with it even more.
I think as far as what you're saying with the optics, I do believe that it's the resistance that they put up. That's what makes it look shaky. But then once again, it's like if you simply just go through this guy's box rack or wherever the hell you find his resume at, and you see the instances where he fought outside of Japan and he still got knockouts, then logically that would tell you he's still capable of getting a knockout elsewhere outside of Japan. He just didn't get it that night.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, salute. Y'all can hear me clear, yo?
Frequent.
You was good, Ant. Just do was good, bro.
What's good, my guy?
Man, I just wanted to come up here and express my opinion.
No,
I don't agree, bro. I think that this right here, this video here, shows us that he don't even know how to not stack his hands, and this also shows us that when he's not in Japan, he still tries to do that. This could be the only time that he got caught. You know how much stuff be getting past these officials and stuff. As far as things being fair and everything, like the whole Maidana thing with the gloves with Floyd Mayweather and all of that. Like, the commission be letting a lot of stuff slide, man. And this was in Riyadh where this happened at or whatnot. So and they was acting puzzled, like they didn't know they was stacking or whatnot. After he explained to them multiple times. So that don't give me much confidence that whenever the 2 times that he fought when he wasn't in Japan, that he didn't stack, because they, according to this video, they don't even know when they're stacking or not. So I think he probably was stacking. He probably was just like that when he was fighting Cool Boy. When he said he wasn't, he was like that when he fought Nonito Donaire. I'm not confident that he wasn't stacking before. These other times.
I think it's very possible, because to me, based on just the way it went down in this particular video, it seemed like it's one of them things where they'll do it and get away with it as long as they're allowed to. And that's why I said it's one of them things where boxing really got to make that make it clear that this shit doesn't go on, and everybody need to be on board, especially if it's way more places obviously against it than the people that are in favor of it. That says something, man. And it's end of the day, it's about the safety of the fighters. I will say this: I think he punching regardless, right? But this is sports, our game in inches, man, and any little advantage, if that can help, So definitely, like I said, definitely don't help your case when you see this drawn out video and then you see him go out there and beat a guy's ass. Though he seemed to make it the distance, but it is what it is, man. I just think They just need to be mindful moving forward. Z, what's good with it? Like, you know, be aware of where you at. Again, if it's not against the rules and y'all doing it, I get it. But when you somewhere where you can't be doing it, the fact that y'all sat there with everybody watching, cameras rolling, and you still try to do it was wild.
They leaked the video with Canelo too. And that joint is even more diabolical, man, because when he was trying to tell him that he couldn't do it that way, he said, we've done this thousands of times. Like, you just incriminate yourself even more, bro. That's crazy.
Pardon me. Emmanuel Rodriguez was in Glasgow. Okay, but that was outside of Japan. I'm trying to think of who the hell it was that he fought in Carson. Somebody he fought in Carson. He's fought out of Japan more than twice.
Politically incorrect, man. That's the problem with boxing fans. Y'all come in somebody chat, you don't know what the. I'm gonna be chill. You don't know what I've spoken on in the past. I don't give a fuck what nobody else speak on. When we see something, we speak on it accordingly. We can't rewind the clock and talk about all the other time. Then you just hit. Well, see, you probably didn't because you wasn't listening. Brought up 3 different occasions where somebody made an issue about his hand wraps, and we spoke on it like accordingly. I don't care what nobody else speak on. If we see something that's foul, we speak on it. We ain't trying to put no jacket on the man. We clearly all just watched this video. They had to completely unwrap his hand and start all the way over. Had to get it overly explained to him time and time again. Multiple people in there speaking on it. It just is what it is, man. We got a problem when we see shit. I can't speak for nobody else. I don't care about nobody else. So what nobody else see and what they talk about, I just don't care. But you know, we speaking about this situation. Now, I hate when people do that. You get me? It's like, well, when such and such did, we talking about this shit right here, right now. We're not being unfair. We play the video so it could provide the context, and we just be genuine about this shit. We ain't putting under the bitch and nitpicking about what somebody didn't talk about. We talking about this shit right now, and that's how we gonna deal with it. Monster Inoue got to tighten up. Him and his team. They clearly should know better. Know the rules, man. Know where y'all at. And y'all got to explain to y'all. Y'all said yes, like dude said. And then you turned around and still did it. And had to have people over-explain it to you again to the point where you had to fully unwrap your hand. That was the icing on the cake for me. You know how many times I've seen some people making issues about some shit, and I ain't never seen nobody fully unwrap their whole entire hand and start over. That's a dead giveaway. That means you was doing something wrong, and you did it. It's starting with the tape. You get what I'm saying? That shit's very simple instructions. They're professionals. Let's hold people accountable and hold them to a higher standard. We don't want to rewind the clock and talk about all the other times where somebody didn't speak on it. We speaking on it now. And that's all we can do. We can't rewind and talk about nothing else that happened in the past. Monster Inoue and his team need to get it together and tighten up. You get what I'm saying? The world is watching y'all. His camera's rolling. You get what I'm saying? You got it might be a bit of a language barrier, but you got people that speak your language, and you yourself threw a thumbs up and then still rap the wrong way. We gonna hold him accountable. As talented as he is, yes, because if it was somebody else that don't got the protection for you know what I mean, the complexion for the protection, they'd be going crazy on him. So Monster Inoue, this is the 3rd time for me as a fight fan. I don't want to take away from his skill, talent, and none of that. He is one of the best in the game. And that's why you don't need something like this to even follow you around. Tighten up. You with or without them hand wraps, you still punching to me. You still knocking dudes the hell out. So it's just not a good look when your team blatantly disregarded what was said to y'all, the instructions that y'all all agreed on. Then you had somebody else with the other guy. I hate when they do that. So go get the lesson for in person and not listen to the guy that's right in front of you correcting you. If somebody else said it was okay, it don't matter what they said. Buddy, right in front of you, and you still trying to tell them to find a guy that told you to do it, that you could do it the wrong way. That is the problem with boxing. No, he got caught up. He had to re-rap. Monster Inoue, I'm going to say this as a genuine boxing supporter. You got too much talent, far too successful. You are the monster. You don't need no hand wraps. You don't need no extra tape and gauze and none of that shit. You're a dog without none of that. But we're going to talk about it when we see this shit, when we see fit. It ain't look good. That shit look funny. And then you go out there and not get the knockout. You make it worse. Like I said, you just feed into the case that, man, hey, man, what's up with that? So, look, I've heard it 3 times. I got a rule, man. Once or twice, I can be like, maybe it's a coincidence. 3 times, and I know it's probably been more than that. 3 times that I can count for myself. That's something that's worth a discussion, is what I'm saying. Especially when you seen the entire world watch this long ass video of them telling him he couldn't do it and they still did it. And then you got several fucking people. See, this is what make me mad when we try to like justify he wrong. He unwrapped that let you know I'm wrong, bro. All right, bet. How you do it again, even though they explained it probably 20 damn times over. But you get me? Why do we even have the energy? Like, well, why when? No, why right now when we're talking about it and holding them accountable, we got to be like, well, what about the last time, man? Nah, bro. He bogus as hell. He in big fights. Everybody watching him. They lining up fights after fights. Come on, man. The whole world watching you. And you know, people love a good conspiracy or some good rhetoric to spew. So don't feed into it. Like I say, he's far too talented to allow something like this to even stain his legacy. Tone down some of that arrogance. You ain't in fucking Japan. Know where you at. And don't do it no more. That's all. You still a beast. I ain't tearing him down and make my point, but that shit not a good look. Shout out to my guy, KO. What's good? Joe in the building. What's good, fam? Like a dog. What's good, family? How you feeling, bro? Good to see my guy in the building. Said Craig Potts a mind game. Could be. KO was good. What he said, that boy from San Antonio, Texas, had all this. He ain't no monster. He just Naoya. You know it. Mule was good, fam. Anyway, just went 12 with MJ before that. He doesn't stop everybody. That's not the point, though. Frequent was good with it. That's the problem. Y'all focusing on what y'all making your own arguments. I'm not saying he has to stop everybody, but I'm saying it doesn't look good after you have a drawn out explanation 20 times over in the room after you threw a thumbs up, still rap wrong, right? Like you just, it ain't about if he knocked him out. You heard me say that he's gonna get knockouts regardless. I don't think he need that to knock anybody out, but more the reason why not to do it. And the argument could be made, if you don't need the advantage, why the hell are you doing? Get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not gonna make it too much of a big deal, but Monster, tighten up, man. The whole world just seen you, bro. You was over there. What was it? Saudi? Come on, man. You wildin', man. You wildin'. They lining you up with big fights, and you're the guy that they lining you up. He got beat up. He got beat up. We're gonna get into that too. But look, shout out to Monster, bro. Do better, man. Your team do better. You don't need it, bro. Wrap your hands correctly. Listen, if it's allowed, then by all means go through with it. But if not, then follow the rules and don't be on camera being seen overly explaining, doing the wrong shit. That's all. Oh man. Like Sugar Free said, Monster got to tighten up. Yeah, you did. You got to tighten up. Nah, I just said that. He got to tighten up. He do. Monster definitely got to tighten up. And look, I respect his game, man, but I don't want to see that, though. You know what I mean? I don't want to see that. And like I said, bro, Monster is a special talent. Do I think he's generational? No, but he close. He a damn good fighter. See people questioning is he as talented as what he is? I don't say he's talented. He is. You know what I mean? I think he is. So that's why we here talking about it. What I think he about to do to Nakatani might be bad, man. The way he was just getting punched on.
I don't know about that though, because this that dude, what's my man name? Monster. He ain't got that type of output. Not what that dude. Not what that dude did in that second half of that fight. And then
Sebastian was in there fighting for his life. What's going on right now?
Sebastian's work was just a little bit cleaner, just a tad bit cleaner.
Yeah,
just a little bit, just a wee bit.
Mid. Yeah, man. Shout out to T-Hill, man. Who else in the building? Y'all hit the like button, man. We're going to keep building. But we got a tractor beam for them left hooks.
Hell yeah.
Omar, what it do? Shout out to my dog, like a dog, man, in the Cash App, man. Showing love. Appreciate the support. My guy.
He's susceptible as hell.
He looking for that. Be nice. Man, my bad, pardon me. Shout out to my guy, like a KB. Shout out to KB. Got my initial. Shout out to you. Appreciate the love, homie. Yeah, man. Interesting, man. Interesting. Reef.
Yeah, that was his first fight at 122.
Yeah, maybe that was it. But that shit just don't make me. It don't. That shit don't make me feel good. You going into that fight next. The way he was looking, I was like, bro, you good? Bro was getting hands put on him, eye closed. Looked like he had got a gift. I'm not going.
Yeah, but that wasn't, that closure of the eye, that was more so due to a damn clash of heads.
Yeah, you know how that shit looked though. At the end, it looked like you've been getting, like, and the fact that Buddy was actually fighting and putting hands on you. Now, dude, face was beat up too. Let me be fair. Face is all kind of beat up while he's sitting there explaining that he won the fight. So I get it, but man, I ain't gonna lie. Look, if I ever watched the fight that I thought Nakatani lost, it was that. I think that one might have.
I didn't think so. Because what's name? First off, he didn't really start letting his hands go until like the second half of the fight, and it kind of pissed me off because he got really good conditioning. He did the same thing in that fight versus Hovanesian. Like I had watched that before the Nakatani fight. He did the same thing. First couple of rounds, first 4 or 5 rounds, he was just out there walking forward, high guard, not letting the jab go, not doing nothing. And then he turned it up from like round 6 on.
Yeah,
so I thought that he fought really good in the back half of the fight. I thought he was tremendous in the back half of the fight. Just like with his work rate alone.
Yeah.
But there was still like a lot of shots that he was like whiffing on, getting turned, and just stuff like that. I just felt like if his work was just a wee bit cleaner, just a tad bit cleaner, I probably would have been able to give him the fight. But just like seeing how much of that stuff he was whiffing on.
Maybe I could have fell victim to the fact that I just felt like he just let it get away after starting a certain way, because it was like a tale of two halves to a degree. But I feel like, man, that half that Buddy had was telling, man. I was seeing him get touched.
I say optically, yeah, because he was just pressing forward and he was letting his hands go. Like his work rate was tremendous. And then there was also a couple of times where I felt like he was going to falter a little bit, but then he picked it right back up. Like around round 7, like Nakatani came out with a more concerted body attack, and he was ripping some shots at the body, and I'm like, damn, he looking like he's slowing down. Nope, round 8, he was back on him. He was like the Terminator. I said, damn. But I'm just looking at his fight, man. And another thing too is he got decent power too. If I'm not mistaken, he's won all of his fights except for like 1 by knockout. He had like 19 knockouts and 20 dubs, and he was undefeated. So Sebastian Hernandez is like what he lacks in like technicality and all that stuff, and tactically, like he makes up for it with determination. He was fighting like he was really trying to get the job done. He ain't going there and lay down. I thought that Junto did a good job for the most part of like boxing him and turning him, but shit.
Like, all right, put it this way, and like, see, I respect your breakdowns too much to ever go back and forth. I hear you. That's all fair. Everything you saying, it's hard to argue with, man. It's valid. I just feel like going into this fight, you know what I mean? That's not a performance I needed to see, right? With you supposedly going into a monster fight. I'm like, man. And I get it, different styles, new weight class. But man,
it's not just the new weight class though. For me, it's more so the style and the approach though. Because if you look at him,
he ain't beating him. I'm gonna say it. He ain't beating him.
I don't know because what has Monster been susceptible to?
He got to have a really good night.
I think they both got to have a really good night because what has Monster been susceptible to? When we seen him get put down by Neri and Cardenas,
we had.
I'm saying, but I'm asking specifically, what has he been susceptible to?
Who, Monster?
Yeah.
Especially getting shit. When he get dropped, it be early too, don't it?
Yeah, but I'm just saying in particular, it's that damn left hand. Get some damn southpaws.
You think Junto left is going to be money?
I think it can be. For one reason, like he throws it with a lot of responsibility. Like a lot of times when he throws his left hand, he's slipping off the line and shit like that. Another thing too is the reach, the speed. I think those things could give Monster some issue. It's a couple of things that I think that he could. Again, he got to put it all together.
Man, he got to show me how I'm being a prisoner of the moment a little bit too. I can't lie. I can't lie. But then put it this way, I get it. Styles make fights. But man, that fight just started to look a certain way to me that I've never seen a monster fight look like his. If that, to be fair, I get it. Styles different, guy, weight class, I get all of those different factors, but
Hell,
I've never
have
seen
the first Donaire fight.
You ever seen, but you ever seen like a complete half of a fight? Damn near, it almost looked like that. Just like get away from him.
But I seen him. I seen him get his shit broken up. I seen him get his damn orbital bone fractured and all that.
I've seen it. I'm with you.
So it's like what KO said. Like
and I lost 100 subscribers making that point. Yeah, trying to tell people Monster got his orbital. It was like, oh yeah, I'll show you, Justin. I think I was telling KO that story one time too. Bro, they wasn't feeling my Monster. They wasn't feeling my breakdown. They like, I dare you get up there and lie to people.
Now, he was stronger in the rematch though, because he beat the piss out of my man Donaire in the rematch. But in that first fight, nah, he was getting touched up. I think that dude Sebastian Hernandez, though, it's just something about some of these guys that are able to apply that type of pressure and just be rugged like that. Because we've seen a lot of guys that can box really well look shaky as hell when they get pressed out like that. Like we've seen it with Richard Hitchens versus Gustavo Lemos. If you would have told, and I was thinking the same way you was thinking about the Paro fight. I'm like, hell, if Paro was able to deal with what's my man's name, Subriel Matias like that, and Richard Hitchens looked like that versus Lemos, where he looking up at the clock and shit, and he looking gassed out, got wobbled a couple times. I'm thinking like, oh shit, Paro's about to go in there and just handle business. It didn't turn out that way. Hitchison was a lot better equipped, so maybe even that fight with Hernandez gives him a better sense of how to deal with pressure. We don't know. We got to find out. But I done seen this man get dropped several times. I done seen him get his orbital bone broken up. I didn't even see what's his name have some moments of a little bit of success against him. And he was old as hell and small, TJ Doheny. Now, he ended up getting the job done against him, but that dude was like 36, 37 years old. So I think that Junto, he's definitely got to have a stronger performance. I thought the first 5-6 rounds were damn near flawless. One of the brothers said in the chat, when it got to that midway mark, he was kind of huffing and puffing a little bit. But I think that Junto, technically, I think that he's got enough. But for him, I want to see how he deals with Monster's power. That's for one. And then also the precision. Because I just don't see Monster going out there and pressing him the way that Hernandez pressed him. And then sometimes you just got to learn. Shit, we done seen Lomachenko, right? Like, that man was damn near the fucking savior. Like, that's the way ESPN was billing him. And then we seen him versus, what's my man's name? Orlando Salido. And I'm like, nah, this can't be the same dude that they were saying is supposed to be the greatest thing since Muhammad Ali. He was out there getting pressed out. Then he went in there with Gary Russell, won his first title. So, them styles, they really do make the fights. Now, would I lean towards Monster Inoue? For sure. But that last performance that I seen from Junto, I wouldn't necessarily say like just because this happened with Hernandez, I can't keep messing his name up, Hernandez, that Monster's gonna be able to go out there and just do the exact same thing. Shit, who the hell would ever thought that Tank would ever have a draw with Lamont Roach?
What you say? Say that again. My bad.
I said, who the hell would ever have thought that we would see Tank have a draw with Lamont Roach?
Yeah, nah, true indeed.
Whose
Nobody.
bingo card was that on?
Homie. Nobody. But yeah, I mean, yeah, what you saying is fair. I think he got to show me, right? I feel like, and that's not the only fight that I've seen where he just seemed like you get touched. He's very available at times, especially when it's somebody that's putting up resistance. And maybe that's what anybody, that's just my interpretation of it. Maybe he get in there and prove me otherwise and beat Monster up, be the first one. Not saying that it can't happen, but he got to show me. I would lean toward Monster in that.
I don't think he's going to smoke him. I don't think he would smoke him.
I don't know, because Picasso fought pretty. You get me? He fought. Like, I don't think he was like a victim per se, right? He
Nah,
lost,
he wasn't.
right? So I don't expect him to just smoke him. Anytime you got another real one, when you got the real versus real, very rarely, like you can see it. Sometimes people will get smoked, but for the most part, you gonna see a fight, and I think that's what you'll see. But I lean toward Monster. I think he's a more consistent performer per se. You get what I'm saying? I think he's a more consistent performer per se, and for that reason, I think I'll lean toward him winning. Now I tell you something about somebody that I do think will have a chance to beat, and y'all already know what I'm talking about. Yeah, look, it's in the CJ, it's in the community joint, the link. I love Bam, bro. I know he's small right now. I know he got to come on up. I know that fight look like it's a ways away, but if that ever happened, that's somebody that I would really give a really good chance at beating. I swear, that dude to me is special, and I get frustrated when I see people attribute all his success to him being, small or gosh, just not being good. Nobody's good. Like I'm like, bro. And that's why I try to give Monster the same grace I give him. I don't think it's people are not good. I just think those dudes are so much better than their competition. I just think that's what it is. And anytime that you're constantly asked to move up, it says plenty about you to me. And I know they started from sperm weight, and I'm joking, obviously, but they little ass dudes. But I respect it. And I said it before, Bam. It's not just the opponents. It's a combination. You getting it all. He's chasing legacy. He getting the money, making some bread. Like, he getting it all. He's fighting the people that he's supposed to fight. And then he's performing when he gets in there. I keep telling people. Like, remember, we was talking about it. And somebody was in here. I think, it was L-Dub. He was saying that was the best fight on the card. I think he was saying maybe on paper, right? And I'm just like, yeah, but I think so highly of Bam. I'm like, I expect Bam to just do him and dominate him. Like, I really did. And he went right out there. And I'm like, bro, he not supposed to be able to beat your ass that way, but here he is doing it. Like, he really whooped Puma ass. Like, that fight would make you, like, just for a little bit, you like, do they even belong on the same level? Nah, not at all. He beat his ass, bro. I was like, yo. It's like he didn't lose control of the fight for any moment of time to me. It was like, I'm thinking Mortal Kombat, like flawless victory. Remember, we was talking and we was like, sometimes he get a little bit like I don't know what you want to say, where you just do too much, a little too much, too soon, maybe. Bam. I never thought that this was gonna be the case. Cause I'm like, for him, guys of that caliber, he gonna look at dude the same way you do, right? As a spectator, right? Respect him, like, all right, an L-Dub, like, yo, this dude can fight, he tough. But he gonna prepare that way, he gonna approach it that way, he gonna beat his ass that way. Like, that's what he gonna do. So I'm like, man, I just thought he was gonna dominate him, man. Anybody, he got a really good chance of beating anybody. You know what I'm saying? He it's gonna be tough. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate that love, man. He said April 2026, the greatest documentary of our generation is coming to the YouTube boxing community. The rise and fall of the Taken Maniacs Empire. The documentary will probably win an Oscar award. Facts. Man, I'm gonna get on that. I got a little conversation, as I can see in the title, but I keep it boxing. I just think the comparisons between the two need to stop, and I'm gonna get into it in a bit, but let's keep going, man. Shout out to Big Dog Willie. Appreciate
and we ain't never got to box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Big Dog. Appreciate you. Shadow Band was good. Yeah, I don't know what side y'all on. Double tap the screen, whichever side y'all on. Man, you dig? Or hit that like button, but we shall see, man. That's a generational talent to me for sure. Bam is, man. Shit, maybe Monster is too. Maybe I'm tripping, but Bam he do a lot. Like he got skills on top of skills to me. There's really not much he can't do in there. And then at a high level, fight forward, backwards, footwork, studying Lomachenko, and you actually could tell. Like that's what is something about him that that I really appreciate. He's one of them fighters that he'll tell you he studies somebody and you can tell. Like you can see it when he fight. A lot of fighters, I've noticed, even some you ask like who your style is like, and they say certain names, and you'll really have to really watch and study to really see that. Oh, okay, hey, he fight like so and so. Okay, I see it. But with Bam, like you see it immediately, and what I'm talking about, you already know the footwork. You see it immediately, and you know exactly who he's been watching when you see that shit. And then I heard an interview and heard him confirm it. I say, yeah, that sound about right. Lomachenko, I say, yeah. Teach was good, homie. So imagine Shakur and Bam was on the same weight. That would be OD. Dang, special versus special. Tell me, I'll give Bam all the credit, man. That dude he one of them. He one of the ones, I think.
Yeah, Bam reminds me of another Texas legend, like one of my favorite guys to watch, Orlando Canizales. That's who he fights like to me, but just not as fast. Like Orlando Canizales was like a different level of quick.
Right.
Bam is fast, but this dude was like crackhead speed. But the thing that makes Bam so special, and even Inoue, to go back to the point that you made about the level of competition, it's not that these other fighters aren't skilled. It's not that they're not quality fighters, but they possess a different level of power that you rarely see at those lower weight classes, at least not with any type of consistency. So they got the little guy skills, but then they also punching above their weight class. So these guys, they may be able to box with them to a certain degree, like we saw with Bam versus it was Christian Gonzalez. That fight we got his jaw broke. That was a tough ass matchup for him, but he still got that extra little oomph, to quote Frank Martin. So even when these guys are able to box with them to a certain degree, they can't punch with them, and they don't hold up. They don't hold up physically to the power that they're putting on them. And that Puma fight, damn, that shit was telling, because Puma was no slouch. You know what I'm saying? This dude's an undefeated champion. He ain't no bum.
That's what I'm saying. And he made him look
Bam just made him look like nobody, nondescript.
And that's where you start to identify what fucking special look like. I keep telling people, they be like, man, he ain't fighting nobody, or he weight bullying. And I'm like, bro, do you see those performances? I was saying this about somebody else. Forget the fighter, but he's beating guys more convincingly and worse than they've ever been beaten. That's speaking about, and it's consistent. He don't really have no big drop-offs. Even when the times where he got tested, I believe he fought broke jaw and all. This little dude different. I'm telling you, that's one of the ones. You gotta embrace that kind of talent. That's real. Calico was good, man.
What it do, bro?
Man, how you feeling, bro?
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I agree 100% because to me that's the best Mexican boxer out there. And bro don't even look like he be trying to be in there too. Yeah, man, he showed clear cut separation. You know what I'm saying? Clear cut separation. Yeah, he got dropped. He got dropped, and then she got dropped. Jaw broken. Like he got tested. Bam has got tested, but it's the way he passed those tests, and then he's a guy that seems like he learned from shit. Like you ain't gonna catch him slipping on the same shit too many times. You get what I'm saying? Like he's a guy that seemed like he's gotten tested. He's just gotten better. I don't think the competition getting worse. It ain't like he cherry picking, so to speak. No, he fighting the right people. He just head and shoulders like that shit. Serrata, all that studying, all that studying Mikey Garcia, mimicking and shit, all them late nights at the gym paid off. All that studying Lomachenko footwork and shit got you out there. Do he even fight like a Mexican? That's the crazy part, because I don't think he do. He don't got no Mexican style. But who was saying? I think it was our dog behind the hands. He said, man, but he know how to beat the Mexican style. Telling you, he a different breed, man. And he can be physical. He can be on the front foot. Like I said, with the angles, he can fight backing up if he need to. He responsible defensively when he need to be. And he know how to go for the kill, man. If you don't belong, he gonna get you. Man, that's my bad, man. The call head came through.
Nah, you all good, bro. It's all good. We're gonna keep building. It's all love. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button. We're gonna keep rocking.
That's another thing that got to be emphasized, just like being equipped to deal with a variety of styles. Because, like you said, knowing how to beat the Mexican style. Shout out to my man behind the hands TV. You know, he got the tenacity to beat the Mexican style. He's got enough finesse to beat a guy who's more of a pure boxer. Like, I didn't expect that, what's the name, Sonny Edwards fight to look that easy. Because Sonny Edwards, he may not have had a lot of power, but like prime Sonny Edwards, in my opinion, I thought he was pretty damn good on the back foot. Like, he was very slick, very smooth.
You're underrated because of the power, the
Very
lack of
technically
power.
sound.
Yeah, he can
Yeah,
box.
man.
But you know what? That's another fight. And again, I always admit it. Maybe I think or expect too much from Bam. But again, obviously not, because he's showing me, right? Like, I thought he was going to beat his ass. I really did. I really thought he was going. I'm like, I get it. I like Sonny, but again, Bam, one of those dudes where you can't just be real good. And that's crazy. You can't just be really, really good. That's not enough. You got to have some shit that's special, that really stand out.
Got to be
multi-dimensional.
multi-dimensional.
You don't have nothing, but
Nah,
you need something that really be like, bro, you see the shit that Sonny Edwards do? Like, it need to be that. Because if it ain't that, it's like, good luck. It's like Inoue. Like, certain caliber fighters, you got to have something special about you, or you got to be able to raise your level and have a special performance to beat them dudes. If not, your goose is cooked. Shout out to Jay Howard, man. He said, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Just till next year. You already know, Jay. Appreciate the love, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Have to be too small for his opponent. And the opponent would have to be very, very talented. You know, it would take a very talented, like let's say an Shakur Foster. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how good this guy is. Like, I don't see nobody.
Shot's talented. Another one.
Yeah.
Ryan was good.
But
it's crazy. He Bam is a hybrid to me.
Yeah.
He really is. He what bro just said, Ukrainian. He said Ukrainian. He said he got the African American Mexican Ukraine style. he got a little bit of, you know what I mean, Bam fight with the sauce, with that flavor, bro. And he coming in there to beat your ass. And it's a level of confidence that you could appreciate, but it don't go overboard, right? I don't think it's cocky. Right? Maybe anybody could get, be feeling themselves, but he really, it's confidence. He put the work in, he go out there, he very intentional with what he wants to do, and he get it done, bro. And he's very hard to stop. That's all I'm saying. And he's fun to watch, knockout or not, he fun to watch. But again, heard it from guys like Core say the dude, man, punching like guys his size when he sparred him. Like, what the hell? And you see it, he going in there punishing these dudes his size. So yeah, man, I can't wait to see him move up, because 15 ain't got nothing left for him.
I've never seen a Mexican with that skill set. Like he got, like, his bag is deep.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's not just power. It's not like he does have the Mexican style when he needs, because he got that dog in him. But the way he can pivot and his technique, like, he can fight on the outside, just at any range. At any range, he's gonna be the better fighter.
It's like who he studied along with who he trained with. That shit somehow just cultivated one hell of a fighter. You get me? It's like, again, it's one thing to study guys, but when you're really able to implement it, and I'm pretty sure we got to study and we could see other people in them, right?
Yeah,
that shit is rare when you're able to actually study, mimic, execute, and be successful and efficient doing it. That's what you get with him. That's why I'm like, he one of them dudes, you got to show me you could beat him, because those performances look so fucking like consistent. You got to show me, you could do something that the rest of these dudes can't do. If you don't have that thing or some type of it factor, you're going to be another victim.
Yeah, you're a boxing prodigy.
Yeah. He said Inoue versus Tank at 130. I always think Tank could be too much for Inoue.
Definitely.
Dude, I think he's 130. I think that'd be too much for Inoue, and Tank still punching like a truck. That 30, you see it. That's when he had one of his most brutal knockouts, right? Leo. And that shit was, I always say it, making a grown man take a nap in front of his family is mad disrespectful.
Yes.
And the fact that it was legal was crazy. That's always going to be one of my favorite knockouts from him. They was knocking him, they was doubting him, and they just got the knockout right. Made dude eat his words. It was fun. No question. Who had no power in his last fight, bro?
So who was the knockout of the year?
I want to go Brian Norman.
I mean, early on, it was Brian Norman.
Yeah, 6 weeks in memory is wild.
But we got Jake Paul. We do got Frank Martin.
Frank's was very, very nasty. Only reason I say
who's the guy? Armando.
Brian Norman again because of the extra. Just it's stuck in my head. Like when I hear 6 weeks, I just hear somebody mom saying I'll knock you into the middle of next week, and he really did something. He exceeded that in real life in front of all of us. I think that shit was crazy. But Frank is a close runner-up. If you told me you had Frank Martin for it, I wouldn't be mad because you've seen him more recently. That's coming off a knockout loss of his own right, a new weight class. And I don't think nobody ever done that to Rand since Bartholomew. So that was very impressive. So I wouldn't be mad. It's a good conversation. But again, Norman, because he had this guy sleep, he silenced he said they'd already be quiet out there. That shit, you could hear a damn mouse piss on cotton. It was so damn quiet. Bro couldn't even celebrate. I was like, damn. Yeah. I think he had the worst one. Yeah, I think
I ain't gonna lie, like I was happy for Frank Martin, but I started being worried for Bartholomew. You know, I was like, man, this is ugly. You know, this guy ain't getting up. You know, and we know the guy that Sasaki hit. You know, he already been knocked out before, so they say that's the whole thing about the memory loss is because the person has already had that concussive damage before. So that was a part of it. You know, not to take none away from it, it still is devastating. It was devastating.
For sure.
And it was
shout out to Kyle, man. So they was out here lying about Bam. They saying Robert Garcia is reportedly putting pressure on Jesse Bam Rodriguez to sign with Zuffa Boxing. And he shot down that false narrative. 100% not true. Haven't talked to Bam about anything regarding boxing since his last fight. Next time I speak to him about boxing is when I have concrete offers from whoever is interested in working with him. And we will decide as a team what is best for him. Shout out to Robert, man. I appreciate him jumping right out on top of that. Just shoot it down, man. That's the way you do it. Appreciate you, Kyle. Because we was already talking about Bam. So Zuffa Boxing gonna have to pump their brakes, G. Zuffa Boxing. He said Harry Grease has the KO of the year for sure. Big dog, boy, they're gonna be coming for you forever.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Antoine Russell.
I would appreciate the get homie Big Dog. They're gonna be coming at your neck forever. There you go. Never let you live it down, man. Hey, where Big Dog Willie at, man? Man, but yeah, man, good. That was a good fight from Monster, and then Nakatani. Like I said, I just think him get hit a lot. And my thing is, I wanted to see a cleaner performance, more consistent. Now he kind of, had that. I don't know, where he just let the fight be way more competitive than what Monster be allowing it. And again, he's had competitive fights too. They all do. I'm not, demonizing him for having a close fight, but same time, going into a Monster fight, bro, you just move to the weight class. How much better you're going to be in the second fight? You could be better off, but I'm just thinking a more consistent performer, and that's what I'm going with. The guy who I'm most impressed with overall. I think I'll lean towards Monster, but it's one of them things where I wouldn't be surprised because they got that spirit about them where you really got to beat those dudes' asses because they'll just keep fighting. Monster make me feel like that. The way he responds from knockdowns, Nakatani responded from head clashes, getting hit, having his eye be closed, but maybe that's what did it too. I just felt like he fought with one eye and he just couldn't see shit. Nakatani had the harder opponent, possibly, but it's tough. It's tough to tell that though. It's really tough because I don't know. They both had real tough game opponents. That's what I think. I just think one guy, man, way he fights, He don't knock you out. He available to be hit. I've seen that in multiple fights. I'm not knocking him for it, but it's just an observation of mine. He don't be getting rid of you. Them fights kind of linger, and obviously the longer the fight go, the more you're gonna get hit, right? And that's just what I see. I guess the knockout Monster, and they knockouts ain't something so crazy, right? I think Monster got a few more knockouts, nothing too wild. They both punching clearly.
So what about
what you say about the Monster? That's all. More polished from him.
So what you say about the hand wraps?
Say that again.
What you say about the hand wrap situation?
He got tightened up. He got too many people. Shout out to my dog, Jonathan, man. He got too many people watching him, and you just be aware, right, of your surroundings, who watching you, the rules, where you at, where you fighting at. You know what I'm saying? We understand that he's been allowed to do this for the majority of his career, from what I understand, but it's just some good places that ain't gonna allow it. And just so you could avoid unnecessary scrutiny, if he even care. Some tell me Monster don't give a damn what nobody talking about. He don't even speak our language. I definitely don't think he cared that somebody would think he playing with his raps, but I just think he got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a good look where you had that 8 damn near 9-minute video over explaining hand wraps and shit like that. And speaking of Monster too, this is something I wanted to play a little clip from him after the fight and him talking about the fight. This is what he had to say in this little show.
まあ正直悔しいですよ、そこは。期待に応えられなかったっていうのは非常に悔しいですし、まあ自分も、まあ正直倒したかった気持ちは強いので、まあそこはね、ピカソのディフェンスがうまかったっていう、まあところですね。まあ今日の、まあボクシングというより、まあ僕の気持ちですかね。やっぱりその集中力だったり、まあそこがいまいちこう体と、一致していなかったというか、まあそこですかね。まあポイント的には離れてたと思うんですけど、ただ自分のやりたいボクシングと、まあ、気持ちが全然一致してなくて、まあ、そこがなぜ今日こういう形になってしまったのかっていうのはまたまあ改めて考え直す必要があるかなと思います。
That's interesting. The stuff he was saying, and reconsider his approach moving forward. That's crazy. This is where we at in boxing, y'all. You got this guy and get a knockout. Now he feel like he gotta explain why he didn't get the knockout almost. Like, bro, some people just ain't coming to get knocked out, moms. David Picasso wasn't trying to get that Picasso painted on him like everybody else, man. He came with a little bit of scrap in him, man. But it's funny how he said that. He said he's gonna have to rethink his approach moving forward. Damn. Cause shit. When the last time he went back to back without getting knockouts? Been a while, huh?
It has been a while, but also, he is also a bit removed from where he started.
Yeah, Japan.
You called it the sperm weight. We got to remember that this dude started at what, 105 or something like that?
Yeah,
he started low as hell. Monster started low as hell. So to be where he is now, it is going to take some adjusting because shit, what's name looked way bigger than him last night. Picasso?
Yeah. That's something that I'm glad you brought that. That's something to take into account too. Legacy Monster was good with it. And the tear coming down because he didn't get the KO. Damn near sad, right? He talking about rethinking his approach and shit. Like, damn, Monster. I mean, but it's good to see that he feel like he just need to get better. But man, he said his concentration wasn't there and stuff like that. Yeah, that's because y'all was back there. They caught y'all playing with that damn tape. It goes back there. That shit took some of the wind out of your cell. You out there, back there over explaining for 10 minutes.
man, hey, I don't know if you saw they exposed Canelo did the same exact hand wraps.
Yeah. Cornelius was good player. Yeah, it's funny. I had seen that when it had came out a lot sooner. I'm surprised more people didn't talk about it, but I guess it just.
Oh, you know why?
So maybe anyways, tired for fights in the calendar years. Unheard of for top fighters today. Great point. That's why I love the conversation, bro. Somebody always got something different to add, and I'm never going to tell you something logical is not a possibility. That could be it, I said the similar thing about who was it? Charles Conwell. How many fights did he have? Who was it? 4 or 5 in a short time span? And I'm like, not even that he's fighting all top competition, but you was fighting some decent guys and those real quick turnarounds. And you usually don't see that unless guys are at a much earlier point than where he was at. So maybe I was saying maybe that caught up to him. And that's also a possibility mixed with what Ant was saying, where you started at, mixed with you having 4 fights in the calendar year. I said that before too. Top guys don't have those fights that often like that. You get what I'm saying? And he's been very busy and he's been smoking shit. Guy being bigger too, and being you undefeated dude that wanted to win. I believe that's a fight where the guy wanted to win. I didn't watch that fight feeling like, man, Picasso don't even want to win. He don't want to beat Monster. Nah, he did. He tried. I believe he tried. He just didn't have enough. So yeah, man, that's possible, bro. And think about this. I'm glad you said that, because just as I pulled this post up, he said my time in boxing is running out. And I feel like when you start talking like that, even though it's it's the inevitable, but it's just different when you hear somebody in the thick of it. Think about it, they putting you in multiple big fights and you over here like, yeah, my time coming to an end. My time running out. This shit. You know what I'm saying? My Monster, like, man, I ain't about to be fighting till I'm 40, bro. Not about to stick around long enough for one of y'all to beat me. He like, nah, concentration wasn't there tonight. You know what I mean? He said, nah, that's another thing. He said Picasso's defense was just too good, too. That's what he said. Gave him credit for that. So shout out to him. That's why I said everybody ain't coming to get knocked out. He had some solid defense mixed with, some offense, some return fire, too. 4 fights against nobodies. Nah, man. I mean, look, no question. If you don't know the people that he fought, say that. But you can't just say he fought against 4 nobodies. That's not a good representation of what happened, what took place. He didn't fight against 4 nobodies. Sometimes those nobodies, like the fighters will tell you, give you the toughest fights. It's the ones that don't nobody know. So again, I don't be looking all the time for name recognition. You know what I mean? I look for, especially with Monster, because who is it that you think that's in his weight class that he can't beat, right? Or that he wouldn't fight? Do you really think it's somebody in his weight class he won't fight? There's absolutely nobody. There's no duck in his blood. None of that to me. Not a single soul. There's nobody that I don't think that little guy won't fight.
And this is precisely why people want to see him to continue to scale up the weight classes. Like, there's nothing here. Just keep going up. Nothing here. Just move up again.
Exactly.
Nothing here. Just keep moving up.
Behind the hands. Monster 30 plus. You're going to be gone by 35. Real good possibility. Blaze was good with it. So, yeah, man. I don't think he's fighting nobodies. I think we got to do a better job at doing our homework on these guys that we consider nobodies. You get what I'm saying? Because I really hate that notion, man. Those nobodies were really. You ever see an upset come from somebody that you didn't know? I've seen that more times than enough to not disregard somebody, chances of winning a fight, especially when they're coming in there to win. I'm telling you, I feel like skills definitely pay the bills in boxing, being in shape, things like that. But your will to win, you gotta want and believe this. Your confidence. I feel like it's a lot of contributing factors, man. Like, you ever seen a guy that wasn't the more skillful guy win the fight? We've seen that before a lot. I know we all seen it, because when somebody got the will to win, when they ain't coming, with some shit on their mind and they ain't coming to lay down, you're gonna get you a hell of a fight, man. And look, to Picasso's credit, he came to fight. He wasn't trying to just be another KO victim. And Nakatani had somebody that was coming to fight too.
Yep. Good point too, L-Dub. That was the only guy that I would have said would even qualify as a quote unquote nobody, especially if you follow the sport, which is that dude Yi Jun Kim, that Asian dude he fought. That was the only one that I would say is like kind of and I don't even like to call fighters nobody, but if you wanted to, for the sake of this conversation. But yeah, Cardenas just had a damn good win recently on Pro Box.
Y'all gotta start bigging up the sport more, do more homework. Think about it. When we sitting up here calling guys nobodies, that just means we ain't doing our homework. I'm telling you, everybody ain't gonna be all plastered all over your TV screen. It don't work like that for everybody, bro. Some guys, you gotta do a little bit more than surface level to figure out who they is, man. Like, you know who I came across recently, and I love this. I love when this happened. It's one of the female fighters, and that's my first time seeing her fight. I've seen her fight once. It's Ellie Scotty, man. Her fight got canceled recently. I think.
Yeah,
bro,
Ellie was scrapping.
and Caroline Dubois.
I love her. I love
I'm a
Karen
fan.
Dubois, but I've been knowing her since the start. But Ellie Scotty, I didn't know her, and I seen her. I said, "Who the fuck is this chick? And why didn't I know about her before this?" I feel
Shadeja Green. Shadeja Green. Like I just found out about both of them this year.
Yeah. See, Shadeja, I got multiple interviews on the channel with her. She family over this way. I came across her on my own. I was calling her the best kept secret. And I forget, I gotta go do the homework. She came out for a fight, forgot who she was fighting, and they called her the best kept secret. I said, "You dirty dogs."
Yeah.
But shout out to her.
It's just the truth. It's just the truth.
But she a real one. She got on her Instagram live and she said, "If you hear anybody call me that, it came from Just Do Boxing first." She made sure she said that. I was like, yeah, I rock with her, man. So yeah, man. But Ellie Scott needs special talent. I was looking at her. I'm like, man, she could really go. She fun to watch, and she let her hands go. Good work rate, output. She get to it. I hated to see her fight have to get called off. I think she had an injury or something.
Matter of fact, when your boy Yo-Yo Hernandez beat up Kyron Davis, like he made me take notice because I knew Kyron more than I knew Yo-Yo.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and boy, that boy showed up. He's something serious.
Yo-Yo was. You talking about the what is he, Cuban?
Yeah,
Cuban dude that was sparring with Canelo.
Yeah, him and Boots.
Shout out to Big Dre. What it do, homie? What's happening, man? Yeah, man, you got some good ones. Shit, real person too. She replied. Oh, you talking about which one you talking about? Shadeja? But yeah, man, she replied. She down to earth. She a real one. She ain't get superstar after winning the titles. None of that. It's just those are some real. That's somebody I always support. Chantel Cameron could fight her ass off. But yeah, Ellie Scotty, bro. I seen that one fight. I was like, whoever this is, I'm watching her every time.
Elizabeth Ashoba.
Still ain't see her yet. I don't think
that's my girl, man, from Nigeria. I've been screaming for the mountaintops, trying to tell everybody I can. Look out for Elizabeth Ashoba.
Still ain't seen it, man.
She
Speaking
can
of Nigeria,
what is homegirl's name too from Argentina? Carla Marino. She could fight, man. She could fight her ass off. Carolyn Veer, another one that could scrap. We got some good fighters, man, coming up out of the women's divisions. I like Meatball Molly too.
A lot, though.
Like how she get down.
She sold me, man. And it'd be killing me because dudes be like, I can't watch women's boxing. I'd be like, because you don't watch it. You need to sit down and watch it. These ladies could fight. You know what I'm saying? Stop expecting it to look like men. They're not men. They're not men. I repeat, ladies are not men. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of them fight like some. They don't fight like the typical chick to me. I don't.
Neither does Caroline or Carla Marino. Carla Marino don't fight like a girl. Or Carolyn Veer. Nat Dove, can she get busy?
Tell her to be a dude, be a boy, to box when she was younger. So you know that's dedication. And you know if you can fool people into believing that you a dude and you hanging with the guys, that means you beating ass. That means you standing on business. So Carolyn Bry versus Delphine Pursoon, January 22nd at Bacon WBC 130. I let Bacon by Bum Gardner. By OnlyFans with boxing gear. Damn. My homie Jenny Futch got real skills. Her too. Shout out to Behind the Hands, man. She's another one. Fuchs, right? I don't want to say her name.
Appreciate that, L-Dub. I'm going to be looking out for that because Carolyn gets busy. I seen her fight. I was like, damn. Like, she's good as hell on the back foot. Like, she's everything you want to see quote-unquote pure boxer be. Work behind the jab, giving you angles, constant check hooks, all that good stuff. Very responsible defensively. Very responsible offensively. Vera gets busy.
Delphine Pursoon, she getting a little old, ain't she? Getting a little long in the tooth, Pursoon, ain't she? Been around for a little bit. agreed during the negotiation, but during the fight, they had second thoughts and tried to accuse Inoue of illegal hand wraps. R.I.P. They didn't try. I mean, they did. I mean, they ain't accuse them because they clearly did something wrong because they unwrapped it and had to rewrap. You get me? So regardless of what the rules are clear, man. What they did, it was something they wasn't allowed to do, and they had to rewrap because of it. I don't think it'd be people trying to accuse them as much. It's like, think about it. The more people put up resistance to them doing something wrong, the crazier it's gonna look. You get me? If nothing was done wrong, they would have kept with their initial hand wraps. Obviously, the way they was most comfortable doing. Cobra Ruiz rematch has been ordered. Okay, like WBC.
Hey, I got a question, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you feel about did Anthony Joshua get his just due for breaking the script?
It depends on who you talk to, right? Some people are like, nah, they're not giving them credit. You know,
I'm saying like that accident he just had, what it was. Shoot, not even
you talking about the car crash.
Yeah, like what is that some form of just due for breaking the script?
No. I just think it's an unfortunate situation, though, really. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that just happened when you on the road sometimes. But I think he did what he was supposed to do, coming out that layoff. Like now, he said he could have possibly got him out of there sooner, but it wasn't like he was out there struggling, right? Letting Jake beat up on him or nothing. So I think he did people a favor, right? Because if you was a person that complained about Jake Paul, how could you now not be, you know what I mean, happy that somebody went out there and beat him? You know what I'm saying? That's why I told people, man, y'all hate Turkey. Turkey is in line with y'all. Y'all tired of Jake. Jake, he was trying to make Anthony and Jake Paul a minute ago. I was like, nah, he'll get killed. He like, man, that's the point. Turkey was like, yo, that's exactly the point. Then his headache could go away. Like, bro, get his ass, pack him up, get him up out of here. But nah, I just think it was unfortunate. But yeah, this car crash in Lagos, Nigeria, that unalived a couple of people, man. They say he was the passenger. And you know, they had this wild ass. He was in a Lex truck or something that he was seen taking pictures behind. You know, it was taking a picture. It was just Joshua out there while he was with some fan, man. And got in a wild ass fender. But I just hate these joints because, bro, that's one of the most helpless moments that you could feel, like car accident. Because you ain't got no control over that shit. The way the car crush and crumble in, depending on how bad the accident, bro. I done been in some. Boy, I done got hit by a car as a kid, been in about 7 accidents from teenage to adult life. Like, I done had way too many, so I know how this shit feel, man. Not a good feeling. And then again, with people, you know, fatal cars. That's why I tell you, man, these car crashes kill, bro. And they no good, man. This shit was terrible. You see, man, he got up out of there with some minor injuries. He lucky for that. I know he is, but this was the little short video.
Bros, what did they find?
That joint is bad. Yeah, that joint is cold. They had to pull him up out of there. So it'd be the slightest. Yeah, I remember somebody car I was in smashed right into a pickup truck, bro. And the dashboard kind of like smashed in and hit my knee, and that shit shot up to my hip, bro. It's like, yo, these is the weirdest shit that happened, and then you find yourself hurt. Glad they blotted that out, man. But prayers to the families, man. That's unfortunate, man. These car wrecks is terrible, bro. I hate riding past them, seeing them, somebody car soda canned up. Thankfully for him, big as he is, he ain't, you know, they had to get the jaws of life, but he had to get pried up out of there. So prayers to all parties involved. And I just want to say this briefly, man. I see some people trying to say Anthony Joshua was driving. Yo, I really don't like people that purposely spread misinformation for engagement, man. I don't even want to use the word clickbait no more. That's kind of old, right? Y'all just lying at this point. Hey, clickbait my ass. Y'all just lying for clicks. Anthony Joshua clearly in the back. He looked like he getting helped or something. And somebody was saying that he was driving and that, it kind of make it hit different if you say he was driving a car that unalive 2 people. That's nasty work, man. Prayers to Joshua, man. They made a statement and the families, of course, that lost people, bro. They made a statement, man. MVP had put up a statement. This is the update. This is the Joshua update from strike from MVP. Road traffic accident in Lagos, Nigeria early today. Sadness has befriended 2 close friends and team members. Wow. Tragically passed away. Damn. Yeah, that sucks. Joe Quinn, what it do? Somebody hit us on our side and we on the way home. We seen a family member in the hospital. Yeah, Zoom verse, what it do? Law firm, I hear a lot of crazy stories. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, man. Car wrecks is terrible, man. Hate them. Hate anything about them. You know what I'm saying? Terrible. But, man, all you can say is prayers to them, man, and nasty work by anybody that posted that it was Joshua driving for some engagement, man. That's nasty. It's crazy work. See the glass and stuff all broken out. Not a good look for sure. Not a good look for sure. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep rolling, man. Something else I want to
appreciate the day, man. Just gotta appreciate the day and appreciate the moments you had. This man was just involved in a mega event, paid handsomely, and then a week later he's in that situation.
What was it? 6 days? What did it take? 6, 8 days? How many days? It's like that's crazy. Just days ago.
Super crazy.
How fast shit changed, man. Them car crashes that change it all, man. There's something else, man, I wanted to talk about for a minute. We'll see how long we're gonna be here. But I wanted to say this, man. Is what it is. A lot of times in boxing, man, when people got favorites of people that they like more, however you look at it, we got a tendency to overly compare guys one another. And I've been seeing for the life of me, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how many 10 conversations you can have currently right now with him just being on the sideline. From what I hear, he locking in, getting his shit right, preparing for a comeback. But I keep hearing these wild ass comparisons between the two, and there's I just think they're wise. I spoke on this before, but it's not the same, man. And they're not the same. They don't have the same goals. The way they move is different. You know what I mean? I think the only thing they got in common is they boxed and started at 26 at this point. Got one guy that told you what it was about, getting his money. He currently coming back to probably get more money, make even more money. And it might be some legacy attached to that money, possibly from some of the stuff that they whispering about, but we'll see. But I've never seen a more a silly argument at this point. You can't compare the two. They're not the same. They're not the same. They don't move the same, think the same. They different plans. They work with different people, right? It's just not the same, man. To try to the conversations that I'm seeing online, surrounding this kid, you would think that he got something else lined up. This is not what he got lined up. You telling me, son of God, what's good with it, bro? I see somebody because the brother conversation with Keyshawn and Shakur, they just can't get over. Why? I don't know. But I ain't even here to over explain it and talk about it again. It don't even matter. It just is what it is. But them not willing to fight each other doesn't overshadow the fact that this man about to fight Teofimo at 140. No stipulations from what I hear, from what I understand. And like I said, you free to talk about what you want, but it's really a dead end conversation to try to compare the two. They're not moving the same. That man really, he wins. And I'm saying I think that stamps him in the Hall of Fame for sure. He go up there and beat that man and take his titles. And I feel like that's why people are ducking the real boxing conversations and trying to compare him to Gervonta Davis. They're not the same fighter, bro. And I'm here to say, this is just my opinion of it. Shakur should never spend a day of his life trying to be the face of boxing. Who gives a damn? Look how that worked out for the last face of boxing, to the point where he's saying he didn't even want to be. So that shit is overrated anyway. Do you got to be the cash cow that your contemporary possibly is? No. Nah, but I think what he's doing is great for boxing. I think people are conveniently choosing to duck it because it's a real boxing conversation that they're not willing to have. While whoever your favorite fighter is doing what they're doing, that man just went and secured the biggest bag and the best fight out there for himself. I don't think it was a better move that he could have made. That's why they're trying to overshadow. They're trying to allow the fact that he said something about 500 million overshadow the fact that he about to go chase greatness. And I don't care who your favorite fighter is, whether they're at 135 or 140, he about to pass a lot of guys up if he beats Teofimo on the 31st of January. He gonna pass them up. Yeah, them conversations that y'all like to have, and yeah, he gonna be at the top of them shits. What they got? They got him at like number 7 right now. I think on the pound for pound, he got a chance of moving even higher, bro, with a win. You know what I'm saying? And some of them wins that T.O. got is 2 of the best wins that a lot of these guys we talk about got in boxing. And although he suffered a loss to somebody that none of us deemed on his level, still respected at the end of the day. He bounced back from it. It didn't define his career. He went on and win meaningful fights after that. And now he in a position where he loses to the guy on the other end of him. He put that guy in a really good spot. Shakur loses to the guy on the other end of him. He puts T.O. in a really good spot. It's time for us to get back to real boxing conversation. This is what real boxing look like. All that fake legacy that a lot of these dudes be selling, this shit is what chasing legacy really is. Really is going up there and say, you know what, I'll go fight the guy that's the most established. I don't care what nobody trying to argue. Most established there. Arguing that Gary Antoine Russell is a better fighter than T.O. was foolish. Just say you like him better. Say maybe you'll favor him to beat T. Say all of that shit. But you have absolutely nothing to go off as far as the body of work to prove that he's a better fighter than Teofimo or a more dangerous challenge. Like, we don't know that to be true. We don't know. So I think he picked a guy that got the respect, that got the wins, that got the accolades, and that can add to his legacy. I think this was well thought out. I really do. Dude got on a good foot, said, I can't get this fight. Damn, that's it for the Super Bowl at 35. What you gonna do now? I seen a lot of y'all dragging him, saying he wasn't gonna be able to do nothing now. He can't get no fights. He over there with Turkey. He's an undercard fighter. Get what I'm saying? He's not a main event guy. You went from being a main event guy and top rank to co-main guy, undercard fighter, and all these different narratives. And now you fast forward to today. Son of God, shout out to you, homie. What's good, bro? Fast forward to today. And they saying that fight gonna be on pay-per-view and shit. You know, undercard looking good. Oh shit, are they headlining? Damn, man. I know them narrative pushers looking bad. So, like I said, man, I just think the only way we should be comparing them two dudes is if they get in the ring. Other than that, all that there's no conversation. This is to anybody that's doing it. There's no conversation you can have online that's gonna hold Gervonta Davis, yes, Tank the Maniacs, in a better light. Why do y'all continuously drag down fighters that will be his contemporaries instead of building them up? So when he come back, like all of y'all told me he is, and knock all of these guys out, he can get the credit that we all know he deserved for beating the Shakur. Think about it. He go out there, Shakur beat T.O., go return to 35 for some strange reason. Tank get the itch and come back and fight him and beat his ass, knock him out, do whatever, and just get the win. However he do it. Think about the shit that y'all would be able to talk. But because y'all spent the better part of the last 2 to 3 years or so tearing down everybody that's his contemporary, how in the hell, I got a question for all the super duper Tank fans. How in the hell are we going to give him credit for beating anybody when we diminish everybody that's a possible opponent of his while bigging up guys that shouldn't even be in the ring with him? It's funny. And this guy fought a dude that what was Rolly 14-0?
I don't know, Reef, but them damn tickets looking expensive. Got me ready to sell mini poodle puppies and plasma out this motherfucker. Otherwise, I'm gonna be watching from the comfort of my home. expensive ass tickets.
My bad, y'all. Kids. Always. Back to what I was saying. Y'all out here justifying fighting a 14-0 guy, but everybody is certain Shakur fight. Y'all could, he don't belong in there with this one, that one, but you would justify him not only fight from a Lamont Roach that's not in the weight class to a Rolly at 14-0. And then now today, because Rolly is some kind of champion today, you think that makes the fighter that fought him years ago and knocked him out look better. That's foolish. His resume aging like wine. Nah, ain't no such thing. You fought, the guy that you fought was a 14-0 dude that everybody was trashing and saying he was one of the worst fighters in the world. You don't get to turn around years later because he got wins now and say, oh man, that win looking better. No, you beat a guy that had what, 13, 14 wins. I'm not shitting on the fighter, but the people that push narratives. The guy had 14 fights. You get what I'm saying? 14 of them shits. And now y'all talking about, yeah, man, that win looking good. Now, nah, the win is what it was and what it always will be. Fact of the matter is, y'all use too much time and energy tearing down these fighters to try to prop up your fighter, but if your favorite guy, or female ain't fought a fighter on the level of the guy or woman that you tear down regularly, what are you actually talking about? What are you saying? Out of all this resume talk is garbage, is overrated, overblown. Terrence Crawford been proving that shit all his career. That resumes is not the end all be all. You get what I'm saying? Y'all got to learn to build these guys up so when your guy decides to fight them like you said he going to do, we can give them the just due and the credit they deserve for fighting a world-class guy. But if I just go off of the narratives, like he don't got 50-50 fights, everybody is not good, anybody getting there, he just going to knock out, so we might as well just give him the wins over everybody. Shit is the wildest shit I've ever seen. It's like nasty work. Nobody gives a damn about him not fighting Keyshawn that much. It's not even a big story. It's not even a big deal. Who the hell behind the scenes trying to put them in the ring together? Who? They ain't never even tried to do it. It's a dead-end argument. We can't force it online. They ain't fighting, but them dudes, you got one that's making his comeback. I think he gonna do his thing. I think him and Jermaine Ortiz could be the start the Keyshawn Davis 2.0. So what I'm saying is more of the story. I hear how people say them being brothers is bad for boxing. It really ain't. That's one fight. They trying to fight everybody else. Not that big a deal, bro. Until they get in each other's way and it's either you or him. I ain't tripping off that. He going out there, these dudes are trying to make the best opportunities for themselves. And I feel like anytime any fighter on any level is doing that, I respect it. So a guy could have stayed stuck on stupid at 35 and sat around with another Padley or somebody for them to feed him. But he went to 140 to go get some real smoke. I think it's a lot. I think that's saying a lot. You know what I'm saying? He daring to be great. Say what you want about T.O., but it's one of the top guys in boxing, bro.
Now, would you say that that's a habit other fighters could adopt, having a brother in boxing? As far as that, do you think that's a habit other fighters could or should adopt? Having a brother in boxing, like if every fighter was like that, would the sport be like? What kind of position would the sport be in?
It's something to think about, but I don't think it'll ever be like that. You get me? I feel like it's too grimy of a sport for everybody to be on it the way they on it. And I feel like
the Charlos would even fight each other. I feel like even the twin Charlos would fight each other, honestly.
I don't. Them dudes ain't fighting each other. And y'all keep saying there ain't no friends in boxing. Your favorite content creator might make you think that, or whoever it is you go listen to, but that's bullshit. There's been friends in boxing since the beginning of the time. And if we sit here and talk about it long enough, we could name several examples of guys that were cool, that didn't fight, that didn't get nowhere near the scrutiny that they're getting. People just want something negative to say about them. The jig is up. Y'all don't got no leg to stand on no more. You're telling me a guy chasing for fourth division is messing up the sport of boxing. I don't even want to say as opposed to what some of these other guys are doing, but so I said, man, it's time for the comparisons to stop. Dudes are not the same, man. Said most fighters have a brown box. That's a fact. Shout out to Behind the Hands. He coming up. My guy, Ramon, what it do?
Yo, what's good, bro?
That's my dog.
What's good with it, family?
Hey, man, shout out to your boy Calico, bro. They don't talk about it, bro, and people gonna act like it don't exist, bro. But the fact of the matter is, I see guys all the time with a quote unquote bro in boxing, bro. You know what I'm saying? They not like major names, so people can't like criticize them the way that they do those two because they probably some of the most popular. But man, even when you and your bro fight each other, does that now make him your bro? Because if I'm not mistaken, Earl Spence couldn't get a Keith Thurman fight, so his bro fought him instead. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have bros in boxing. Floyd and Zab was bros before they fought. That was his dog before they fought. Yeah, I mean, people overlook it, but it happens all the time. It be people that's bros that's not gonna fight. It be people that's bros that will fight. But the reality of it is, man, you spend too much time with individuals to say that, oh, I hate him, or no, we not cool. We just spar together on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like that, that's not even realistic, bro. It's a job, and some of these cats become more than coworkers. Some of these guys started together. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, it's not plastered across everywhere of who hang out with who. Tell me that T.O. and Rolly wasn't bros. Tell me they wasn't just. Was that not his bro?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That's all I'm saying, bro. Ain't nobody talking about why they won't fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying it's bros all over the sport. It's just who we pick and choose to criticize today. That's all it is.
Yeah. And
May I add this to your Floyd and Zab example, bro. When you hear Zab talk about Floyd nowadays, it almost feels like he laments where their relationship is. Like it wasn't the same after they fought.
Yeah.
And they used to be thick as thieves.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you know, guys are not willing to put a dollar amount on a relationship that they've cultivated. What's my man's name? Not Nigel Ben, Chris Eubank. He talked about doing like some sort of exhibition with Mike Tyson once upon a time, like when he was low on money. Right. And then he said that Mike said to him, like, I wouldn't fight you, you're my friend. And he said he felt ashamed afterwards, like, damn, like, I was really willing to just go in there and just do this for some money. So to your point, some people will fight, some people won't. And for the ones who won't, we just got to understand that they prioritize the relationship above the money. Like in the Keyshawn and Shakur situation, if somebody is there for you when you're in a damn mental institution and they're around for the birth of your children, that's a different type of bond that you got than just some dude that you just chop it up about sports with. You have like this little loose relationship. Nah, these guys are really real deal friends for real. So if they're not willing to fight, they're just not willing to fight. And then hell, we still getting Shakur versus Tio. We still getting Keyshawn versus Jermaine Ortiz. There are plenty of other top opposition for these guys to face off against, to where we don't have to be sitting around going crazy over one potential fight.
Bro, it's 1,500 to 2,000 people in every weight class, and we tripping on two people not fighting each other.
Yeah, that's one. Notice it's one fight, not them not making a fight when it's not really the fight doesn't even call for it to be made outside of some people.
Bro, I could see if he got two of the titles, or he got the other two. Hell, I'm gonna push for it. But at the same time, man, that's not what they are. And I don't even know if it's been strategic or not, but they have yet to be in each other's way. So you know what I'm saying?
Telling you,
you know, I don't know how it's happening, but the way it goes, man, they not in each other's way, bro.
I'm just tired of the narratives that, oh, he stole T.O. from this one, and this he's trying to little boy him, and this and that, and he's gonna pass him up, and then shut up, man, shut up. None of you. No matter if Keyshawn Davis was fighting T.O. next and knocked him out, he wouldn't pass Shakur up. That's not how boxing works. Y'all can say you like one more than the other all you want. Have at it. But that dude is accomplished. And that's why y'all don't really want to see the fight with at 40 with T.O. Because that shit gonna make you look stupid. All that stuff you've been saying, oh, he ain't good, he don't want to fight nobody. You notice how that narrative had to stop. Now they moved it to you cherry picking. And why you ain't fighting Gary Antoine Russell?
Not to mention how long he's had a fight scheduled for you simple-minded people. How you going to fight somebody that got a fight lined up already?
Say, bro, anybody that calls T.O. a cherry pick is an idiot. I'm sorry, bro.
I swear,
That,
it's foolish.
That's just saying you hate a guy conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because that dude ain't no cherry pick, bro.
This conversation about how Gary Antoine Russell's so much better than T.O. based off what? Because he lost that 140 to Puello.
Well,
most of us probably had him beaten. And
Well,
T.O. ain't lost since he was
I don't even look at it like that with them. I mean, if I'm Shakur, I'm picking the most accomplished guy, and T.O. is clearly more accomplished. I'm not tripping on Gary's skills. I respect Gary Antoine. I think he cold. But if we're talking about the most accomplished of any 140 champion, it's probably T.O. by a mile.
Yeah, you got Puello, Gary Antoine, you got Richardson Hitchens, and you got T.O.
He the most accomplished easily,
Come on,
bro.
man, like that shit, but we gonna ignore it because we rather push the narrative like the man ain't trying to be great. Nah, he picked him because he think he got an advantage, man. He's shut up. They all pick people they think they got advantages over, man. What are we doing? What are we talking about? That should make y'all uncomfortable. That's why I said keep ducking that real boxing conversation and stop comparing them to Tank. They don't move the same. They don't think the same. Their career is not the same. Their wise ain't the same. None of that. It's okay to say, yo, your man got in there, blazed the trail, made his money, knocked shit out, made a hell of an impact on the sport, and still arguably got more in the tank.
See your boy,
over him. We don't care about their money, bro. We don't care about their money. That shit Shakur doing to be remembered long after he retired and keep moving how he doing.
I wish your boy was still up here.
With 25 fights. Y'all bugging.
I wish your boy was still up here. I know he left, man, but you know, I would hate to see the Charlos fight each other, bro. I would hate to see that. You know what I'm saying? Because you talking about two dudes that are barely getting life right as brothers today. Like, man, you know what that will probably do to them dudes long term? You know what I'm saying? In addition to, they not gonna ease up on each other. They're gonna try to kill each other.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want that, man. I wouldn't want that.
You heard what's that? Me and Floyd relationship ain't been the same since.
Come on, man.
You heard Big Baby Miller saying who he scared to fight, right?
Yeah.
Might have got caught taking some shit, but what he say? He sat there and almost cried. I don't want to fight somebody that I know they kids and shit. Dude almost shed tears. Let me guess. He a bitch, right? He's soft. Y'all just don't get it. Yeah, some shit, integrity and real relationships over that dollar, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna make this money together. They already told y'all years ago when they was both sitting in the gym next to each other. They gonna run this shit up. They're gonna beat people up. Keep being accomplished. They're gonna keep winning. They already told y'all. They already told y'all. Don't be mad because they doing what they actually said they're gonna do. They was pissed off, man. He talking about he gonna get about the Keisha.
Man, Wilder and Hellenius, you know them dudes is cool with each other. You seen the way that man cried after that fight.
Man,
After
say, bro, he was hurt after he knocked him out, bro.
Oh my lord, he cried at the press conference, went back to his hotel room, cried again, hugged him, held him for like 5-10 minutes.
That man say, you know, his kids, bro. Man, that's crazy, bro. You don't. I don't know. Some people heartless, so they don't have that same gene in their body to be like, man, look, I don't want to hurt somebody who I know this gonna alter his relationship with some kids that I know. You're like, man, I don't think
right.
I don't think you should do it. I think it's
some of these people full of it, man, because they know it's easier to talk that way when you ain't never gonna be in a position to make that decision with somebody that you care about. And again, it's different when you already up money. And somebody, you know, ain't nobody even threw no money at you for it. Nobody. They just talking about it. You like, bro, what? Tell me again why I should fight him. Ain't nobody even brought it to neither one of us besides some people on the internet. And I ain't never understood why people wanted to see two guys that's not that good fight. I'm not never letting that go. They ain't that good. Remember why we want to see them fight so bad? You got a runner and a pothead. Remember? That's what they were saying. Got a runner and a pothead. That got to be a terrible fight, won't it?
I just don't. I don't respect people who don't want to see the humanity in some of these fighters. They just want these dudes to be straight Neanderthal brutes with no heart. And I get it, man. That's how you want your boxing. I get it. I feel you. But Man, these people are real people, man. They regular people like me and you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people be wanting to see them just kill people that they established a relationship with. Like Ant was just saying, you know, dude was in a mental institution, and I'm sure it wasn't a whole bunch of fighters coming to rock with him when he was going through that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know,
Not you, it wasn't a whole bunch of fighters popping up at the hospital when the damn kid was born. Like that shit, that breaking bread with people, that shit, them stories, that's real right there. And that shit is before we even start making this money, we rocking with each other. So now, because we making the money, we gotta sell, we gotta eliminate one another for we ain't gotta do that. We ain't gotta do that. And that's why I said it's dope to see that not only do they not gotta do it, they got two totally different plans, bro. They got shit going on. Dude wants to secure the big
don't let Zay Quinn start knocking shit out because they gonna swear that Shakur ducking him.
Oh yeah. Well, he won't fight him, man. Really his brother. I mean,
it's really just his cousin. And come on, bro.
Right. They ain't even got the same last name. I mean,
bro, they gonna hype that up. They gonna hype it up. As soon as they start knocking shit out, they gonna hype it up.
I'm telling you. They messing boxing up, yo. I ain't never know that one fight not happening could ruin the boxing, especially one that ain't no blockbuster. Two non-selling ass fighters. A hype job and a guy that don't sell, that don't nobody watch. But yeah, they got him in 3 weight classes at once. That shit is funny. Schuler, where you at? What's up, man? That what the white girls at. He's stupid, man. Cookies are unk to each other's children. Yeah, and dudes ain't trying to cause no harm. They like, bro, we gonna make this money. We gonna get rich without having to beat each other up. And we gonna talk about it later. I told y'all got 2 targets. I'm gonna keep saying that. I got 2 targets. Beat their asses, bro. I got 2 targets to beat up now. Eat one of them. One of them gotta want to fight you, right? I said Keyshawn the one, right? He more like Bud, right? Well,
he said the Charlo twins.
Tim Bradley said, what about Keyshawn? He could be like Bud, man.
He said the Charlo twins want boots, bro. The 2 people don't want boots. One guy wants Mel. It's funny how people look at the Charlos as the same person.
Yeah, Jamal Charlo ain't bringing
Jamal
his
Charlo
ass back to 154 no time soon.
Man, he'll never be at 60 ever again.
Yeah, that's over. 60. It's over.
Yeah, he won't ever make 60. And I don't think people really know and how big those dudes are. Those dudes ain't little. They really big dudes. I'm amazed that Jamel even makes 54.
Right.
I mean, he every bit of 6 foot, maybe 6'1", barely 6, a little over 6 foot. Man, that dude is a really stout guy.
And you gotta think dudes got a little bit older too. So
when you get on the back 9 of that career, man, and you on at the last stretch, man, that's why them guys be finishing their career at weights they ain't never been at. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, 2 cents. I agree. A lot of times, man, we repeat these damn cliches and all of these things, and we don't give much thought to them. Like we talk about these guys being warriors, and this is a gladiator sport, and this, that, and the third, and then we disregard the fact that this is these guys' careers. They're not out there just fighting to the death for the sake of doing so.
Right.
Business is in play.
All of those guys are doing it to make money off of fighting. All of them. They all trying to make some bread. You know, and if they can make enough bread to make it back to the house and not really have to do it as much, I'm willing to bet a large percent of them will do that.
Yep. And
Dudes
if I
ain't
can
trying
make
to
my
fight
money
forever.
fighting this guy and I don't gotta fight my friend, then
right,
that's the choice.
Right.
Yep.
The bag is still getting secured either way.
Yeah, they say you wouldn't want to fight Abdullah. Yeah, that conversation pisses me off too. They be like, yeah, he's the number 2. He's the number 2 lightweight behind. I'd be like, yo, y'all really sit up there and argue that shit too. That shit
And then that's
calmed
the
down
other
a
part
little bit
too.
after that last fight. They started having explanations for him. Now you still, yo, we've been trying
His
to tell y'all
relationship
that.
with Keyshawn is his relationship with Keyshawn. Anytime you see him interact with another fighter, it doesn't mean that they're on the same level of like,
Right.
like mutual affinity, like for lack of a better term. Like, yeah, he's gonna be cordial with these guys. Just because he's giving Abdullah advice after a fight, he had a turbulent opening to the fight, and he's telling him like, "Yo, bro, you need to slow down. Everybody's strong in the beginning." It don't mean that he's trying to make this kid his younger bro, and he won't fight him.
Yo, you know how far they pushed that? I was listening to somebody show, I ain't gonna say no names. They was up there like, yeah, man, I heard Abdullah ain't answering his calls no more.
No, that's absurd.
Yeah, I heard he sounded a little bro. He stopped answering the phone. I'm like, yo,
That's taking it
y'all
too
really
far,
would get up
bro.
here and say anything, man.
Yeah,
Who the
that's
hell
taking it
told
too
you
far.
that? Bro, man, yo. I'm putting everything. I swear if they ever fight, you know where my money going. You know where my money going. It's more to boxing than offense. Y'all keep on. Y'all keep on. And everybody ain't getting knocked out. So what you gonna do when somebody is matching you for skill or exceeding it and ain't buckling and folding? Ain't no damn 26-pounder that got brought up to fight you. I'm saying that is the master at winning rounds. You out there doing more. You out there fighting the other guy fight. If Sam Noakes can make you fight his fight, good luck with Shakur. Good luck having your way with him.
Shakur, how you doing? Shakur, how you doing stuff that you weren't prepared to do,
You
man?
got to fight like him. That's game, set, match. Your ass might be cooked unless you land that shot. And we all know, that shit ain't gonna be easy. Everything is possible, but it ain't gonna be easy.
And even if it does land, who's to say that it's gonna have that effect?
Yeah,
because we've seen that happen before too. A guy land a good shot, a reputed puncher, and then the other guy don't go. And you're like, oh shit! I thought it was gonna be like this.
We saw it on what was it, March the 1st.
Right.
I mean, I'm just saying people kept trying to say he had a bad day. I disagree. He had a regular day, and he landed that thunder that normally put people out. But a guy named Lamont wasn't going nowhere, bro. It's like that sometimes.
Yeah, I think the key to that fight too for Lamont that helped him patience and this the right attitude. You get me? Like he didn't have scary moments. We wasn't feeling like he was fighting timid. That wasn't it. He was fighting smart, and we knew that. Discipline, like it's a he had the aura, if I could say that, right? He just had the right energy about him. Like, all right, I know this dude not backing down from nothing, and I'm gonna be prepared. I thought he was really prepared, really well. You know what I'm saying? And they fought like they knew each other to a degree. But yeah, I think
That was one of the best things. Just he didn't concede.
Yeah,
he didn't just like, all right, I'm gonna just skate around on the back foot and allow this dude to come forward and apply pressure. Like he was the one doing a lot of the pressuring in the back half of the fight.
He stood up to the bully. Stood up to
Tank on the back foot.
Man,
the bully, right? And knock everybody out. He stood up to him.
Getting a draw in that fight says everything. A lot of people don't know what them draws mean when you the B-side guy, but I do.
Yeah, me too. I said it too. It's the harsh reality. People don't like to accept it, but it's real. It's just been that way before that fighter. But it's always a dead giveaway to me when a more popular guy get a draw. I don't care what you say, because there's no way they cheated the other guy. So just think about it. Who got a more favorable decision? And then to make matters worse, he followed up with another fight and you want another draw. I was like, yeah, y'all screw him more ways than one. Y'all created this illusion that y'all gave him an opportunity, and yeah, you did. But then you also took the same opportunity away from him, just like you did the first time. And like I said, this shit is shit. The roles is reversed. People will be saying the same exact thing I'm saying. So it's nothing against nobody, but that's just that's a bad couple of fights for him. Like he really should have been able to call himself 2-time champion in his eyes, right? 2 divisions and shit in his eyes. So that's never gonna happen now. And with a draw, consecutive draw, I don't know where you go. But I bet he kicking himself now after being able to watch that fight. I would love to talk to him to see what he think now. See what you did. Like, you should have. Why didn't you? Cause I swear, like you got all the talent and shit in the world. And I was thinking, like, that's the way you win fights, by turning the guy best attributes off, right, and doing what you do best without falling into his game, right, and just doing you. And you were doing you, but you were also doing him, and that's what made the fight is competitive. I truly believe, you know, mentality is what got you knocked down too. You know what I'm saying? Caught you slipping real quick too.
Early.
Yeah, but I also think that by the same token, it also afforded him to have the second half of the fight that he did.
That's true.
Because I'll say this, we've seen it in those fights, like shit with Core with Zepeda. Zepeda was pressing relentlessly.
Yeah.
Some guys they not gonna just be there to just get boxed and turned all night. Like even if you do turn them, they gonna keep coming forward. So you got to be able to give them some type of resistance. And I think that early on in that fight with Pitbull, like it seemed like once Pitbull realized he couldn't just completely outfight Lamont Roach toe to toe, like inside like that, then he started trying to do different things. Now he established to him like, okay, he got that one good shot off. He did where he spun him like a dreidel for sure.
Right.
But it was like outside of that one moment right there, he wasn't really winning the exchanges. It felt like Lamont was getting the better of him in the exchanges.
I'll take you one further, Ed. If you look at both guys and see who did not fight more like themselves, to me, that's the guy that lost.
Pitbull.
Yeah,
exactly.
We ain't never seen Pitbull go out there and try to box on the back.
No
foot.
one has ever seen that, bro. No one ever seen that. I mean, and I've been watching Pitbull since before Tank, and he never fought on anywhere near the back foot.
Nope. Come forward guy.
Hell, he ain't even equipped to fight on the back foot. He got like a 63-inch reach or something like that. Like, it does not benefit him in the slightest to fight off the back foot. And he still tried that dumb shit.
So my point is, by the simple fact that his game had to change to his detriment, how did Lamont not win?
That's what I'm saying. So to me, I feel like he just got a bad deal in his last two fights. It's nothing personal, it's just an honest observation. I was like, damn, man, that sucks to be him. Now you got a broke hand. The very thing I said could happen if you go in there trying to knock some shit out, break that hand. And he really did it. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. Boxing is crazy. That's why I feel like, man, smart fighters, and he is smart, but I think he was fighting with the wrong chick. I think he went in there feeling like he had to prove something that he didn't have to.
Man, all he had to do was show it that he could win fights another way. That's all.
And I'm like, bro, you don't trick yourself out of your position. We don't need to do that here. We need to see you do exactly what we know you're capable of doing. That's going to show the clear-cut separation with you and this guy. And then you can take that win and be a little boastful about it.
Before this fight, I told you, I said, Lamont's got to show other layers of his game than that he could stand there and squab with you. And that's all, in my opinion, that's all he had to do was show that I could outbox this dude. Watch this.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, bro, nobody was putting the pressure on you saying, yo, you got to knock this guy out.
I think he put that on himself.
Bro, I just hated the knockout talk. I was like, man, I don't want to hear the knockout talk. You're not a knockout guy.
He could have whooped his ass for 12 rounds.
I wasn't a fan of the knockout talk. But I will say, you know, to Pitbull's credit, early on, we've seen how he pressed certain guys out. He did Gamboa the worst I've ever seen anybody do Gamboa. And Gamboa's got done bad a couple of times, you know, like
a couple.
Tank, Bud, Devin Haney,
they started
basically 12
They started passing him around like a $2 hoe at one point, bro. That shit wasn't even funny, bro. It wasn't even funny. When by the time Devin got to him, I said, "Oh, this ain't even right."
Yeah, they Gamboa get his ass whooped.
This dude went from one of the most feared Cubans in the game to I'll take it. I'll take him.
Yeah.
I'll take that fight.
Yeah.
Everybody had their hand up to fight him.
So I think that's what Lamont Roach was trying to avoid, was just like going out there getting pressed out and this dude not having any type of respect for him. And then also got to be able to conserve some energy too. Like you got to have otherworldly conditioning to be able to move the way you need to move to avoid that type of that type of pressure. If you ain't got that type of punch that'll just stop somebody dead in their tracks, you got to have other means of being able to stave off some of that pressure.
AZ, I think
And
so
I think
too,
the
bro.
physicality was part of the game plan for him because Lamont Rose does look physically strong. And you
Yeah,
see when they were
yeah.
on the inside in the clinch and shit, like Pitbull was looking frustrated as hell.
I thought
He
so
started
too. Round
headbutting and all
5 it
that.
started changing. Telling you, he couldn't keep up with that shit. And this is what you got to understand, bro. We can see different stuff. It's a discussion. Unless we just trying to say what we saying is an absolute fact. There's no other way that nobody could. We're not saying that. But we are telling you, if a guy starts a fight, fighting the way he does, gets a damn knockdown early in the game,
and then
how
changes
many
gears.
people do you see then switch up from what they do best and then start doing some shit that is to
They
their
do
own
worse.
best? You get me? He's not a boxer and he will never be. It don't take nobody, no rocket scientist to know this. He will never be a boxer. That was the worst attempt to fucking box that I've seen in quite some time. And the minute I seen it, all bets were off. How many people do you know? You hear the saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So why did he fix it if it was working so well? If he was doing so well in the first half of the fight, why would he? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show him another wrinkle. I'm gonna show him I could box. Says who? And you got beat up doing that.
Yeah,
Man, this
that
is
help.
like, oh, he just tried to show another wrinkle. No, he was fucking tired. I seen it. I was like, oh, this dude tired. I was like, oh, you swing so hard and you put everything into your punches early. When you hit the midway point, I've seen it more than once. You slow down and you're a lot more hittable. Yes, you are. So he's not a boxer. He'll never be that. Why I'm a little disappointed in Lamont is because you know what he is. Lamont, you're very smart. You got a high IQ. You know he was one-dimensional. So what you're supposed to do to make it easy was exploit this one dimension. And then when he start trying to buy, you really beat his ass. That's all you weren't supposed to give him what he wanted. To me,
I blame this. I blame all of this on Tank for getting hurt. If Tank wouldn't have hurt that hand, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
You probably wouldn't, bro. Probably wouldn't
Tank wouldn't have hurt that hand.
Then you get me? This Pitbull mania pissing me off, bro. Like, and Lamont, you was supposed to put an end to that shit. I'm not knocking Pitbull, but I'm like, bro, it's just the way the fans were going to perceive it. When you didn't get the desired result, they already wasn't able to give you your just due after you proving everybody wrong 15 to 20 to 1 underdog. They definitely wasn't going to give it to you with anything less than a dub. So damn, you just supposed to understand the moment. You had them right when you wanted them.
Hey, bro, I know this ain't gonna be a popular opinion. It's just an opinion. It's just my opinion. But in my opinion, Lamont ain't as profitable as Pitbull is right now.
Right.
And I feel like the company saved face by calling it a draw, so they can keep going, making bread with Pitbull. That's what I think.
Yeah, because who
full
would be
agreement.
considered the
Follow
star
the
out
money.
of the two? Who the one that they still building up? Like, who the hell gets celebrated for not getting knocked out? Anybody else, we would go crazy on them. We went crazy on Edgar Berlanga. Y'all remember? For not getting knocked out and going 12 rounds? Where that energy for Pitbull?
Hey, bro, Pitbull is the most
the star off of him not getting knocked out by somebody that ended up hurting their hand at some point.
Pitbull get that conversation more than anybody, that he celebrated for a loss or a draw.
Right.
Never seen that before.
Right. I've never seen that. Like, think about that, bro. Think about that shit.
Yeah. His whole notoriety is built off a loss.
That's one facts, and that's the crazy part. One that they tried to argue that it was debatable. No, it wasn't.
And I will give it credit if he dropped Tank, got a knockdown or something off of him, that where he had Tank looking crazy for a round. Or I'm just saying he didn't win that fight. You know what I'm saying?
And pressure. Yeah, he landed shots and good shots. But
because they were in a boxing match. But outside of that, man, I didn't see that.
We walked away knowing Tank could box, like we
That's
seen.
how I felt. I was like, damn, Tank got some feet on him.
Bro, everybody in boxing started talking about Tank's boxing skill is overlooked after that fight.
Right. So think about that. That's
the reasonable people though, because there were some people saying like, "Oh, Tank shouldn't have been in there struggling with this dude," and I'm like, I didn't really see the struggle.
Yeah,
that man was out there getting turned and boxed and check hooked and shit. I was like, "Where's the struggle?"
Anybody that's relentless like that is gonna have some sort of success to a degree. At some point, they're gonna get some shit off. But he limited the success, and Ryo might have beat him the easiest that I seen him. Because
he chose to box in the whole fight.
all night. Box him, turn him, rinse, wash, repeat. And then he was on point with his defense, rolling with shots, even when he was getting certain shots in. I was like, yo, Ryo, he understands the job and he refused to do anything different. And why should you box his ass? He wasn't out there, I gotta knock him out. Nah, you don't gotta knock him, box his head off, bro. Box him. Can't box with you, box him.
Ryo took the Giovanni Cabrera fight, but put more offense behind it. Because
Yeah.
Cabrera moved in a similar fashion to Ryo, where he
Yeah.
was like pivoting, painting the corners of the ring, and it just had this man moving. It was just perpetual movement. But
Just
Ryo
didn't have
put the
that
offense
offense.
behind it. Cabrera ain't have no offense with
I
it.
was
He
about
was
to
just
say,
moving.
no offense behind it. Ryo was putting them things on him, wasn't he?
Hell yeah.
He hit Ryo with some good joints too.
Yeah,
Ryo
he did.
took him well, though. He got hit with some solid shots. He just rolled with him or took him well.
That shit had me a little bit concerned when I seen Ryo getting hit with certain shots because it gave me flashbacks to the damn De Los Santos fight. I'm like, is he gonna hold up physically?
I kept feeling like he was. It's just the way the fight was feeling. It was like he was doing so well. I was like, he on point. He understands the job. He knows where the danger lies and how to limit it. That's what the fight was giving me. Like, all right, he get it. He knows how to approach a fight with this dude and stay consistent and not deviate from the game plan. He stuck to it and he made it a smooth night for him. Got us looking at Pitbull like, bro, if you don't take your ass back to 35 somewhere and play, my 140 is not for you. Sidestep uppercut was cooking Pitbull. I'm telling you, Ryo was hitting Pitbull as a dog too.
He was putting some stuff together.
Man,
Pitbull, man, with that type of style that he got, where it's very like labor intensive, like it's a hard working, it's a damn boots and hard hat, reflective vest type of style.
Yeah, it is.
He needs some better conditioning.
Yeah,
because these last couple fights, he been looking like shit down the stretch. Like he looked bad in that damn what's name fight too. Angel Fierro. Remember they supposed to have the rematch?
Yeah.
And he ended up pulling out. Then they replaced him with Omar Salcido.
Yeah.
The back half of that fight, he was looking terrible.
Yeah.
In the Lamont Roach fight, he was looking like terrible down the stretch, except for like round 11. Round 11, he looked good.
Right.
And like the end of round 11, but from like 6 through like 12 and a half, he was not looking good at all. I was like, man, he got to get his conditioning together.
Right.
And I heard he one of them guys that like to blow up in between fights too. So
yeah, that's
maybe you
another
got to take
thing.
that into consideration.
Yeah.
But from looking like Pitbull to Bulldog, some shit like in between fights, like a
Yeah.
little pug.
Facts. So man, definitely a good fight, but I felt like Lamont Roach, as a matter of fact, you can make a case for 2 fights in a row against the PBC, respectfully. But it is what it is. I'd love to see how you're gonna rebound from this controversial, decision again, back-to-back controversy. I'm always about a good comeback story, so I just want to see what his bounce back gonna be like. I can't wait to see him do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm always rooting for guys to get back, but we'll see.
Likewise, I'm excited to see Lamont Roach fight. Now, me personally, I hope. Now, I'm not saying that he's got to go out there and try to completely reinvent himself, but maybe, just maybe, he needs to find a way to amplify what he does well.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is find a way to create some type of separation. Like you can't just be out there boxing well enough against these guys that got a bigger name than you do.
Yeah.
Like you got to find a way to do just a little bit more. It reminds me of like Marvin Hagler when he fought Vito Interfermo, right? He said, he got that controversial draw. After that, he was like, yo, these are my judges from now on. That's not to say that you're going to go out there and knock everybody out, because it's impossible to knock everybody out.
Right.
But just having a certain mentality to where you're saying like, hell no, I'm going to separate myself.
Yeah. I think it's one of them things like his preparation and just attitude, right? And understanding, right? Knowing that your last couple of fights, there's an argument that you ain't do enough, right? And you could have did more. That is what he should have been trying to change, right? The narrative from the last fight to this one, right? Now I prove that you actually can do more than enough and get this win. That's what, not the knockout, bro. You was thinking the wrong thing. Then you just stand toe to toe with the Tank. You showed everybody you got what it takes. Now this fight, this is all about the dub. This is all about looking good, and they low key threw you alley off the backboard. Low key, I'm holding Lamont Roach accountable because he is talented enough to do exactly what we all knew he was gonna do. Right? Shout out to Mike Kirkland, always supporting. Appreciate the Real Boxing Talk. Appreciate all your support, man. Shout out to Mike Kirkland. Happy holidays to the family. We're gonna rock out for a few more minutes before we head out. Hit the like button and let's keep going. Man, yeah, for sure, man. Hey, dog was giving us game as pups. Antoine Russell not going anywhere. What do you mean? What do you mean, James? What do you mean, Antoine Russell? Nah, he fight Andy Hiroka next, so we could look forward to that. Can look forward to that on that Ryan and Barrios card. Can look forward to that. Gary Antoine Russell, dog. Hopefully, I can get one of the Russells on here real soon after the New Year. You know what I mean? Should be, but we gonna work for it, make it happen. I like the Russells, man. All of them. They all got hands. Gary Antoine Russell, the man. You got like his attitude, his interviews. See a thinker, man. Articulate guy. You know what I mean? He don't just say BS to me when he talk. He not a clout chaser. He really about his business. What I like to talk to the oldest brothers, because I just want to ask him like about what it's been like training them, like, right? What his experience been like, and has it helped them get better as a fighter? Different things like that. Explain like what was that feeling like when they won that title together? Because you know what I mean, the first time they went up for one, they fell short. And you could see the look on Gary's face, Antoine. He was like, like, damn, I let this one get away from me. It wasn't like he wasn't bitching, right? Which was good. He was just like, damn, like I let that one get out. Damn, I let it get away. And to see them go through that moment and look at all the criticism that he received, to like, never mind that. Gary seemed like he the type, man, I don't care about what y'all talking about. We about to go back to the lab, Slim. And we're going to be right back. You get me? And now it makes me wonder why initially when you heard his name about going for a title shot, they felt like they had to work on some more things before they took it. Makes me wonder, man. He always had a real team. And even though they was able to take that defeat, they bounced back in a real way. And I'm so glad that he got an opportunity to compete for a title, because he showed everybody why he deserved that chance, that opportunity. You know what I mean? He beat Rayo handily. Man, he just too much for him. Just too much.
Oh, my Lord. That jab in particular, man.
Active as hell, wasn't it?
He had that jab in overtime, bro. I said, God damn, give Rayo a chance to breathe.
I'm telling you,
because like Rayo wasn't even really too bad defensively. Like Rayo's defense was solid.
It wasn't bad. Gary was just on.
But the volume was just so much. It's only but so many punches you can block and slip and roll. You know what I mean? Like something is bound to get through.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, man, you gotta love the Russells, bro. And it's just dope to see that. I know he had never tried to replace the Pops, but just assuming the role naturally and letting it come to him. And it's just probably making him a better coach as well as a better fighter, brother, all that shit. Like that shit was a really good moment for boxing, bro. And I think it kind of got overlooked because, you know, for whatever reason, but nah, man, think about the scrutiny. I know you remember, and when they lost to Puello, they was going crazy. Remember? Because he was looked at as the boogeyman. He had 100% KO ratio, knocking everything out. We thought he can get in there, man. Dude came in there to box. Puello had a game plan. He stuck to it and got through it and got the win. I'm like, oh, man. But to see them rebound from that and to get where they at, it's fucking dope, man. You get me? Gotta be some dope shit. Ace, what it do, man? He came to fight, though. But shout out to them, man. It was dope to see them get that title as a family. Gary Antoine as one of the, the brothers. But then, he was the longest reigning featherweight champion in the history of the sport, I believe. Gary Russell Jr. Man, that's shit like that get overlooked because it's been a while. But I'm the type of guy like that
strap on the damn lock and key, man. Like
he had that shit. Title he had that shit sewn up.
They might as well have named it after Gary after a certain point. Like, yo,
You
this is
get me?
Gary. This the Gary
They
Russell
had to
type,
pry
right?
it from Gary to get that belt, bro. They had to pry that shit. I swear, when I heard that he had an injury and he couldn't pull out, and they was like making him fight with it, I said, yeah, it's all in there. And then you seen him hurt himself. I was like, damn. But then he shook it off and outboxed him with one arm.
I was about to say, I low key felt like that was one of his best performances because
It
Gary
was,
generally,
man.
you know how Gary is. Gary gonna get in range, he gonna plant his feet, and he gonna let them punches just go.
You get me?
That was some of the best footwork I've seen from Gary. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know
Bro.
Gary had feet like that.
Underrated performance, and it gets overshadowed by the bad decision. Gary, justice for Gary Russell Jr. He beat Magsayo, bro. He beat him. The man should still be the featherweight champion right now, and they know it. Man, he pulled up, man, and shout out to Leo Santa Cruz. But you know he wanted that smoke. He pulled up. He pulled up on Leo Pops. I said, Gary, a fool. He's so respectful with it, but you could tell he like, yo, that's clearly a shot at you. Like, come on, bro. I'm here with Pops. Like, you don't want to fight. I was like, yo, Leo did not want that fight. He did not want it. I'm telling you, a lot of people better be glad that time kind of took his, did what it did, because he is one of the more underrated champions in the history of the sport. And that's crazy to me. Or, you know what? I don't like to say history, right? I ain't the biggest history buff, but I'll say for the time that I've been watching, and somebody that was consistently like, you could say what you want about the inactivity, though, but when he showed up, it was fun. He beat ass.
You can certainly say in recent history, man. And I think it was just a shame because his career is one that highlights just like how the business of boxing can get in the way of what the fans say they want, which is the quote unquote legacy. And if you can't get certain fights, you can only do what you can, which is fight the next best guy up, which is your mandatory.
Right.
And that's what Gary was doing for a number of years, just fighting his mandatory.
Right.
Fight his mandatory, go sit his ass down for 11 months. Fight his mandatory, go sit down for another 11 months. Fight his mandatory.
Right.
Can't do nothing but what you can do.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
and I think, I think obviously, man, they wanted him to move a certain way. And I just don't think he was, no sucker. And I don't even want to say it like that, but I just don't think he was no go along, get along kind of guy. I think they stood for something. And I don't know. It seemed like after a while the business just didn't appreciate him, or the boxing, the sport. I don't know how. I don't want to blame the wrong people, but it just seemed like the business didn't look out for one of his longest reigning champions, man. That dude really talented, man, and it's crazy. As some of y'all better be glad the inactivity was stopping it, because I'm telling you, him getting in front of you would be a damn problem for a lot of guys. Dude ain't no easy guy to deal with, bro. He's smart. Some of the fastest hands you'll see, and he gonna let them shits go. And he gonna let them joints go. And he can fight, got good footwork. They're just smart. Those dudes understand boxing. That's why they all talented, all of them. Not hard it is to have a bunch of brothers in the same shit. They all nice. I don't care if nobody lose shit. That's part of the game. They all nice. Right, all of them. Like, look at Gary Lost and Loma. Knockdown, they gave him knockdown credit for that. What we talking about? A draw, possibly? You know what I'm saying? Magsayo, we all know Magsayo didn't win that shit. Fake ass Manny Pacquiao. That's why he got on my nerves, and I never really bought into him, because I thought he was the fake Manny Pacquiao. I was like, bro, you gonna need more than being from the Philippines and having big calf muscles to be like Manny. You don't fight like him, and the fact that when I watch you, I feel like you trying to look like him as opposed to it being natural is pissing me off. And I was enjoying watching Gary outbox him with one arm. When he got hurt, I was like, yo, he clearly is boxing this dude. Trying to load up with shots and not landing. Gary footwork, defense. He was just working with the good arm. I'm like, bro, he's boxing this dude to a victory and didn't get the nod. Michael Fox versus Ray Robinson. Yeah, it's an interesting fight for some guys that been in the game for a while. Fought some talented fighters, got some losses. Maybe some debatable ones.
I'm still pissed off about that damn Boachuk decision, because I thought Michael Fox was outboxing Boachuk clean.
That's what I think. That's what made him follow me on Instagram when I said that. I said, man, we still ain't forget about, the you get robbed or something. Like, I be wanting to let fighters know, like, we.
Yeah, that man looking silly as hell, man.
Mm-hmm. Gary little as hell. Loma looked a bit bigger than him. Yeah, it's crazy. Gary's really small, man. 5'4", something like that. Small guy for sure. But yeah, Gary been coaching his ass off these after the loss and just getting back in the mix, man. It's just something you even in the loss, man. You win together, you lose together. They fell short. Telling you, that's why I just like this energy. Antoine was like, damn, he had that look like, like you get me, like, damn. Like I gave it to him. Like I let him get it. You know what I mean? He's almost like, all right, I know I got to do something more to beat this dude. Fox beat Boychuk and Brandon Adams finished him off. Yeah, Brandon Adams, yeah. Boychuk ain't gonna look like the same fighter no more. That's why I said
Adams got him twice.
Yeah, anointing guys boogeyman. Telling you. Because when you get in there with somebody that want to fight and win, get what I'm saying? Is thinking about their dreams that if they win this fight, what it could do for their career, bro. You gotta come out there to beat some ass, man. You gotta come out there on your A game.
I think Boychuk needs to do some damn soul searching because of them 2 losses that he got to Brandon Adams in particular.
Yeah.
Like, yo, one, he got knocked out in the first fight.
Yeah.
Then in the rematch, like Brandon Adams just dogged him out.
Worked him over.
Worked him on the inside. I said, damn, but then
like,
that didn't really surprise me though, because if you seen that fight with behind the hands homeboy, Andreas Katsarakis,
yeah.
Bruh, them dudes was working on the inside, damn near the whole fight. It was just like straight phone booth action. These dudes framing each other, peeling each other's guards.
You're right. Shout out
The ref was barely breaking that shit up. They was just in there scrapping. So when I seen Brandon Adams fight like that with Cats, and then it turned into what it turned into Boychuk, I was like, yeah, Boychuk about to get cooked. If it stay like this, and it stayed like that.
Right.
Brandon Adams could really fight for real.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could. Yeah, he could. And I got a lot of respect. He stood the test of time. He took losses. He fought some guys, and he just he stuck with it, bro. He stuck with it. And he's a guy that is reaping the benefits of trying to make the most out of the opportunities provided to him.
Facts. And he had an unconventional path too, because you remember he was on that Contender Series.
I'm about to say, bro, I remember that shit. I remember his name, bro. I remember watching him. That's what I remember Brandon Adams from. You just took it out of the Contender Series. I couldn't think of it now. About to say, what was that boxing show?
That's that joint. That's the series. That was the season when they had it on Epics. And Sugar Shane Mosley Jr. was on there. Well, R.I.P. to what's my guy's name? Nazim Richardson. He was calling him Spice. He was like, he ain't earned the right to be called Sugar yet. He was calling him Shane. He was calling Shane Mosley Jr. Spice.
Right.
He was on there. They had the dude Morgan Fitch. Apollo Thompson.
Yeah.
He was on there.
Oh man, what was his?
Brandon Adams won the whole tournament.
Yeah, Thompson, right?
Yep, Thompson. He ended up getting into like a nasty car accident.
Yeah, he did.
I was following him on IG. He had the halo on and everything, looked like Vinny Paz.
Dang.
And I think he ended up becoming a police officer. So I think he ended up having to basically put the boxing on hold. And he was pretty damn decent too.
Hey yo, ain't nothing crazier than them stories where fighters that have some type of injury and had those comeback plans, bro. And you'll be seeing them like really attempting to try to grind it out for the next couple of years just to find out that their injury is what's gonna keep them out the rest of it. You know what I mean? Well, you gotta go find something else to do. You know that happened for him. Tion Kennedy. Remember him?
No.
Oh damn! You remember
what happened with him?
He fought Rigo back in the day. Got cooked. Rigo.
I remember what's name had a nasty. He had a horrific injury too. Coach Rell.
Yeah.
Remember he was a pro.
Yeah.
And he got into that motor accident and ended up having to retire.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell happened with Bernie the boxer, but I was watching a couple of his fights. Like Bernie could actually box.
I forgot. I thought he talked about it. I love to talk to him again, get him back on here. But yeah, I watched this fight. Yeah, Bernie could box. Bernie definitely.
Bernie was pretty solid. I was like, damn, it's a shame.
Bernie had hands.
Another guy, I've been meaning to ask Coach Eddie that be on the panels on here.
Right.
Edward Morris. Mm-hmm. I looked up at his box rec one day. Coach Eddie was undefeated as a pro. He only had a handful of fights. But I'm like, why the hell do he only have like 4 or 5 fights? and then just call it quits.
Antoine Russell
Probably had an injury or something.
Antoine Russell gonna handle that little dude.
Yeah,
too much for that for the little ass pit bull.
It'd be too
It'd be a
much.
bad matchup for him, I think.
I think so too, because I think that Gary Antoine, he got the boxing ability to where he could keep him at range, and if it breaks into a fight, he got enough speed, power, and he got the damn engine.
Mm-hmm.
Pitbull got the ferocity, but Pitbull ain't got the engine.
Right.
Gary can maintain that shit, man. It was some. I was looking at some of them rounds against Ryo, bro. There was a couple of rounds where he threw over 70 jabs. It's like, who the hell is jabbing like that?
Right.
70 plus jabs, bro, in successive rounds.
Yeah.
He had my man Ryo. He had my man Ryo with a quack by it for real. Like how the hell am I supposed to deal with this shit? Like, 70 something jabs, and that's not even counting power shots. And you know what I mean?
Right.
Pitbull will fuck around and get his whole face jabbed off, and if he want to turn it into a fight, he gonna get beat up.
Right. It is crazy, bro.
If he couldn't deal with Lamont Roach like that on the inside, and Lamont Roach had him boxing off the back foot, and Gary Antoine is a bigger, stronger, higher output version of what he's seen with Lamont Roach.
Right.
I mean, like, good luck with that.
Shout out to James. Earl, what it do, homie?
I just think he's ill-equipped, but it would be entertaining early on.
Yeah.
Especially if Pitbull could land something early on. But I just see that being one of those fights where it's going to be just going downhill after a certain point. And it's just going to get worse and worse, and we're going to see more separation as the rounds progress.
Yeah, that shit is not going to be good. That shit is not going to be good for them. They make certain matchups, but I don't believe that's one they'd be looking to make. I ain't going to lie to you, because there ain't much to gain out of that. You ain't going to backfire. Gary ain't going. I love the Russell family, bro. I just wish more people had the appreciation I have for the sport, and I'm gonna continue to build that in that direction, because, damn, man, think about. I always say this: the percentage of people that they fit in that box. Just think about that. All the people in the world, just think about the ones that box, and then think about the ones that's at the highest level, the world champions, right? The ones that's right in that contender space, maybe a fight or two away. Think about how good you got to be to do that. Think about guys that's in the pros with double Olympic gold medalists. Like that shit is, you know how fucking good you got to be, bro. Like, it's just nothing to overlook. You know who I'm looking forward to, what fight I'm looking forward to, and I'm gonna make sure I talk about as we get closer. Andy Cruz and Mortai. Oh man, I want to see that.
I'm looking forward to that as well, man, for a couple of reasons.
If he win this world title with about half as many fights as the Keyshawn's and the Shakurs, that's impressive. That is super impressive, man. With a guy like Raymond Mortai with like 24 wins, bro, that is super impressive. He got triple, quadruple the amount of fights you got. Seriously, bro. He got way more fights than you. Let's talk fashion. My dog Remo, what's good, Mr. Rich Treads? How you feeling, my guy? Rich Threads in the building.
Rebo. But yeah, I'm excited about that fight too, man. I really am. Feel like early on, I'm gonna be keeping my eyes peeled to see how Andy is able to cope with the combination of the speed and the power, bro. I'm looking for that.
You know how impressive that would be. He better be careful though, because see, he already talking like, I don't look at him as a finisher. That's something that Bosey's still been in the lab with, working on, right? That's a part of his game that they continue to work on, I believe. Finishing, being on that front foot, just being more entertaining and aggressive. But remember, he don't got the same horsepower, I think, under the hood as a Jerron Ennis. And I've seen him languish a little bit too long on the front, or be in there a little too long. Seen him get clipped in more than one occasion. I know Raymond Mortai is better than these guys that he's fought thus far. He got a considerable amount of fights over him. You got Robert Garcia is a bit of the X factor, if you will. I think this is going to be a really good fight. And Andy Cruz pedigree and his experience, it makes this a good fight. Like, I know he's saying 24-0 versus 6-0, but it's not really going to be that when the fight play out. You're not going to be watching it feeling like,
oh, all right, this guy got 6 fights, man. He got 3 or 4 times as many fights. You're not going to feel like that when you watch it. It's going to come down to the best man, skills. I think it's going to be a chess match. Muay can box. He got good power, too. Andy has gotten buzzed a bit, a fight or so, you know, with some guys that I don't think are Raymond Muay, right? So there's some variables there, but somebody with that amount of experience, 2 gold medals, that's fighting a title fight in his 7th professional fight. He doing that shit for a reason. He on that Loma track, fast track. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, the same goes the other way with Raymond Muay as well. Remember, he got dropped by Galindo.
Yeah.
So he's got his chin checked before too. And then I also say this as well when it comes to just like a pure boxing standpoint. My guy looked a little bit shaky in that Tevin Farmer fight. He looked very shaky, and then it almost felt like he got a little bit of assistance, if you will, in that fight, like to secure the decision. Remember, they gave Tevin Farmer that questionable ass point deduction.
Yeah, to save the day. That's what they did.
And you know, Andy can box. He's much younger, much quicker, much sharper than Tevin Farmer was at that juncture of his career.
All right.
But to your point about Andy, you know, being aggressive and getting himself in a little bit of trouble.
Right.
Antonio Moran, he buzzed him a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I was a wee bit concerned. I was like, Andy, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
I got to give Antonio Moran his credit too. He's quality.
Too long. Staying in the mix a little too longer than you probably should, and paying the price for it because you're not quite. That's the area of your game. I feel like you're still developing. You're working. You're getting better. I feel like that's where the weaknesses lie with the approach. That's what I think. Because again, I've heard Bozy say out of his mouth, he tweaking them, and I'm like, yeah, that tweaking them could help or hurt. It's been helping, but against the wrong or right opponent, it could be something different. Cool Boy said, I wonder how that goes with someone like Raymond's skill set. If they got to pivot the game plan. That's a good point, Remo. I heard people criticize Bozy for his instruction with Cool Boy too.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody, man. Hit that like button on the way out, man. As we continue to wrap up, I got to make a quick run. Shout out to everybody, man. We hit over 3 hours. He was buzzed, good. His chin might downfall, in my opinion, or the approach to, you know, just stay in that pocket. But shout out to Ann McQueen, man. Any last words from my brother, Ann McQueen? Appreciate you, bro.
Oh man, I'm right there with Remo as well, man. Because you know, once again, Bozy, he does have those moments where he doesn't provide like concise instruction. It's like, yo, just get him out of there, man. You supposed to, it's like,
I wonder
nah,
how much
Bozy.
is that his frustration with him expecting, like, you know what you're supposed to be doing, and you're not doing it. I think
but sometimes you gotta just communicate that though. You can't just be like, yo, you just get him out of here. Like,
I get it, because you gotta think cameras and shit is on you, so you gotta be on your, you know what I mean? You gotta be on your A game and just be aware of that. But shout out to everybody, man. Yeah, he did recover eventually, man. He did. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate the love and the support. Everybody that tapped in. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Everybody that's rocking out. You already know we're gonna be back tomorrow 4 p.m. to build on this. So with that, much love to everybody, man. I'll see all y'all tomorrow, man. Shout out to James. Appreciate everybody rocking out to the end. And I'll see y'all tomorrow 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
Representing Brick City, Shakur.
Finding those levels too. Look at that 4-punch combination. It's a masterclass right now from Shakur Stevenson. That's what you're seeing. A masterclass. And Shakur meeting them with straight left hand.
Oh, there's a knockdown score with the left hand.
Right now, we're gonna give him his just due. Shout out to my brother Just